Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to MUFC Unfiltered podcast on a Sunday. We are here. 3-point collectors. Double over the Scousers. You know them ones there. Sent them packing to Liverpool crying. You feel me? We're here. Flawless is on his way. The man them excited. Third is ours. Champions League football, we're here. Man, we're here. Old Trafford today, electric. Atmosphere, brilliant. They tried to scam a draw. Are you mad? We gave them 2 goals. We gave them 2 goals. And yet they still couldn't beat us. Are you mad? Chat to me, double A. James, what are we saying, bro?
Mate, you know, whenever we beat the Scousers, I have to start the show in the same way. Scousebusters.
Scousebusters, yeah.
You know?
Come on. Are you mad, bro?
That's the way we do it, bro. Listen.
Come on. Nah, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing, man. James.
What a day. What a day.
Yeah, what a day. Big up Double A. Big up James. James is in the building. It's been a minute. Car park was a madness. You know what I mean? There weren't no car. These don't think the car park's the same. The car park ain't the same anymore.
Different cars, different car park, mate. Honestly, different vibes around here, mate. Last time I came on here, what were you, 60, 65K, 70K? Channels blown up, car parks changed. Like, Double A was singing his song. What are we? Sign on with hope in your heart, because you'll never get a job. Something like that. Anyway, What was it? 3-2. Fucking great day, wasn't it? Great day.
Great day. Great day, people. Great day. We're going to unpack it. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? But I'm just buzzing, bro, because what is that now? Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Villa, Fulham. These are all good teams. These are all good teams. You know what I mean? And we've beaten them all. We've won 3 games in a row just like that. How many? What more do you want? What more?
Are you not entertained? Is that what you're saying?
Are you not entertained? But the football ain't sustainable.
Hey,
guys, the football ain't sustainable. The football ain't great. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. You have to give respect to Michael Carrick. The most points since joining Manchester United in January. In January, he's top of the table. You know how mad that is?
It's mad, Saeed. Stats speak for themselves, don't they? Like, you're at the game every week, Double A. You're at the game every week. Like, has anyone ever seen anyone at the game that is saying that Carrick isn't worthy? You know what I mean? Like, the guy's winning week in, week out, and to say that there's not look at it. Like, what, top since January? Oh, it's not sustainable. Well, January, February, March, April, May. We're 4 months in. That's pretty sustainable to me, right? So it's not like, oh, it's a flash in the pan kind of thing. Yes, we've had 1 game a week. Yes, next season's going to be different. But this guy came into a team with no morale. They were out of the Champions League places. They'd not been in the Champions League places all season. They had no right to be there. Not only has he got us into the Champions League places in top 5, he's basically cemented us 3rd, mate. Like, he's gone way and above all expectations placed on by the board. Like, how can you not see that Michael Carrick is doing a good job? Like, it baffles me, mate. It absolutely baffles me.
Do you know the problem, James, is, yeah? It's like, the problem with people is that it's not Sydney Sweeney, it's Susan Boyle. But at the end of the day, he's still getting laid. So what does it matter? Do you know what I mean?
If he was called Carrickinho, does he get a job? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. If he was called Michael Carrick, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Michael
Carrick. Yeah.
Does he get the job? 100%. Does he get the job? You know what I mean? Buzzing today, man, because we could have easily drew that and maybe even bottled it. But you know what, man? You have to give the crowd a lot of credit. The crowd were excellent today. They were on the players' necks. They were on them. They supported them. Even when we went 2-2, we still kept singing. You've got to give the crowd credit. You know what I mean? And above all, King Kobbie. contract Kobbie. Those who doubted him, leave now. Those who doubted him, leave now. Because that kid is sensational. That kid hates Liverpool. That kid is one of our own. King Kobbie.
Ruben Amorim just left the chat, mate, because he doubted him, didn't he? He was like literally like he was so far gone under Amorim, wasn't he? Can you imagine this parallel universe where Amorim's still got the job, Kobbie Mainoo is in Napoli, and we've signed Conor Gallagher on loan? Because that was really, really close to happening. Really close to happening. And that was like the better of like a bunch of scenarios at the time, because we were like, well, Kobbie's an outcast. There's no way he's ever going to play. So we need to bring in more midfielders. And people like Conor Gallagher were being mentioned, right? Like it's a madness. And now you're playing Kobbie next to Casemiro. And let's face it, Kobbie and Casemiro have been pretty good. But the main thing that does for the team is it frees Bruno Fernandes further up the pitch, right? That's the main purpose of this. It puts the best number 10 in the league, the best number 10 arguably in world football at the moment. It puts him in his natural position, right? And it's a square pegs, square holes, round pegs, round holes kind of thing. You put Bruno up there, Bruno creates like he did today. He should easily have 1 assist, maybe even 2 assists today. That doesn't take away from Kobbie Mainoo, though. Kobbie Mainoo has been fantastic and was fantastic, and the finish is great today. But like Carrick has just done the simple things really well. He's playing people in their positions. He's motivating the team. He's bringing them back up when they're down. So when we get pegged back from 2-0 to 2-2, he's calming them down. He's making substitutions at the right time. You can blame him. You can say, oh, well, he was really pragmatic or whatever when we were 2-0 up and we ended up losing the second half 1-0 and we only won 2-1 the other day against Brentford. We still won that game. We might not have won that game. It went to 2-2 when he didn't change it today. So maybe that was a positive thing. So all you lot that are slating him for being negative and, oh, we conceded and lost the second half against Brentford, maybe if he wouldn't have changed it, what would have happened then? And he can't be accountable for 2 individual errors today in Ahmad and Lemons. He can't.
No, you can't. That's what I'm saying.
No way.
You can't. You can't. They were errors. They were bad errors. They were, one of them, Lemons is playing out. He's trying to be clever. And Amad Diallo just, moment of just madness. You know what I mean? He tried to track back. You know what I mean?
Coming into the game, he's lost his head. He's still not.
Yeah, he's still not functioning.
I think it was one of the first actions in the game he's done, and obviously it's a bad one rather than being simple. But that's just a bad season, I think, at the minute. And you know, James is spot on really, and I think a lot of fans, but all kind of fans need a hint of realism when you talk about Carrick, because let's not forget what he picked up, where we were when he come into the club. Like, it's not as if like he's come into a team that was challenging. You know, we didn't know where the hell we would be when he came in, and he steadied the shit. Like, what more do you want him to do? Like, all these people, it's like, it's not sustainable. He's making mistakes. It's not great football. Look where he's taken us to look where we are now. Like, me and Saeed were talking on the way to the game today. Over Chelsea alone, it's a 20-point swing. Yeah. Like, we were 10 behind Chelsea, and now we're what? We're 10, 13 ahead. Like, give the guy some fucking credit. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Like, and I said today, like the City game that he came in was fantastic. Yeah. But it was the Arsenal game for me that really kick-started all of this, because it was a back-to-back going to the Emirates and winning the way we did in that attacking manner of Manchester United. We got pegged back again on that 2-2, and he went for it and he did the right thing. He's a young manager and he's learning all the time. But every challenge he's facing, more or less, he's coming through. And I'm not saying he's going to be the man to bring the title back to Manchester United. No way am I saying that. But what I'm saying
he deserves to take the job. He deserves the job.
As auditions go, it's probably one of the best I've ever seen. It's better than Ollie. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah. Because he's substance to everything that he's doing. And for me, Ollie was always a high. It was always the manager bounce. But you know, when Carrick got his first knockback, we lost our first game. We've come back, and every challenge we've done well. And the more you see, and I've said it for a while now, I think he's nailed on to get the job. It'd be daft for the club not to give him a chance. The problems come when he does, because they have to back. I said this to you today. They have to back him implicitly. They have to give him what he wants in terms of ins and outs, and he has to be the one that says, "I want them gone. I want them in," and they have to trust him. And it can't be this. If you have a bad first season and a bad half a season,
the
season after, you're then gone. You have to give it. And it's hard to do it in this day and age. He has to have 3 full seasons to try and see exactly 100%. What he can do. Because he's fully deserved it. And I never saw this coming. I thought it might get us Europa.
But nobody did, though. Nobody did. Bro, the guy that we just seen the thingy, we were 5 points ahead of Tottenham. 5 points. And look where Tottenham have been. So as much as we were only, 4 points behind top 4, whatever you want to call it, we were also 4 or 5 points behind Tottenham. So you got to remember, we could have went either way. We could have went that way, but we went this way. And like I said to you, we have the most points since January, Manchester United. So imagine what we would have been if we started the season. And it is 1 game a week. But I don't care. We've had 1 game a week before. We've been rubbish. We have.
Double A touched on it before, right? Double A said that, it was not that long we were under Amorim and there was a £20, there was a 20-point swing or whatever. It's not so long ago under Amorim that we've won our first back-to-back games in charge.
I know.
That was not that long ago, right? That guy's had a chance to get his hair cut twice. He's on his 3rd time of having a chance to get his hair cut. We got 3 in a row. We got 2 more left. So he's had 3 chances to get a fucking buzz cut, whereas under Amorim, he never got past 2. Think about the change. He won back-to-back games for the first time earlier on this season. The change is nuts. So all these people dismissing it as just stats and always getting lucky and there's no substance. It's absolute nonsense, mate. Nonsense.
Yeah. Flawless is in the building. You know what I'm saying? I see
Flawless
the board as well. The board came out again.
You already know, man. Every match reaction, you know what time it is. You already know.
Scouse is in the bin. You feel me?
Facts.
What are you saying, man?
Facts, yeah. Beating them's always great, man. Whether there's something on it or not, just straight bragging rights, man. They the number one up, they the number one enemy. So beating them is great. Doing a double over them's fantastic. Obviously, I just joined now, and apologies to you, man, and the whole chat.
Yeah, come on.
Regards to the lateness as well, but yeah, and further securing Champions League football and as well 3rd, pretty much, because obviously Villa lost to Spurs, and then we just gone 6 points clear of Liverpool as well. And I seen one of the comments, 10 wins from 14. No one expected that.
10 wins.
10 wins. You can pinpoint certain performances that ain't too good, but he's exceeded expectations from general consensus. You said most points since January, so that's in the plus column. Because had it gone the other way, we'd all be sat here being critical of him and saying that he shouldn't get the job. So on the flip side, he's further strengthening his case, and the players did well today as well. And we gave away 2 daft goals, but outside of that, Liverpool didn't really offer too much. So always, man, buzzing to beat them, man. Go on, Double A.
Can I say as well, we're saying 10 wins from 14. All fans from the Premier League have talked about all season is how inconsistent it is, and no one can get a grip. No one can do this. Even the 2 teams at the top are struggling for consistency. 10 wins from 14 is fucking phenomenal. Ridiculous. I don't care who it is. And again, we just said it. If it was Michel Carrico, mate, people would be busting nuts everywhere over him. Let's not kid ourselves.
This guy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna agree with this guy, man. Straight already, man.
Chill.
Already.
Brother,
he was on that before as well. Same thing you said before as well. You're on one.
But I'll let you off. Go on. Today,
you did say before that he wasn't.
Yeah, you got a pass.
But because I've said it since you come in. And I said it mainly about Shaw. Happy ending FC. That's all I care about is this team. And I can't remember. Listen, I cannot remember the last time 11 men left me so satisfied. And after today,
he's been on it all day.
Bro, I was for sure I thought that was gonna get me kicked out. But never mind. Listen, I'm just happy that we're in the Champions League, bro. That's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know what it is? Like I said, for me, we could have battered these lot today. That's the only regret I have from the game is that we didn't batter these lot. Because if Bruno gets that chance in flawless, it's 3-0.
Yeah, it's 3-0. I was thinking the same thing. At 2-0, and then he misses that, and you're going, all right, let's kick on and try and make it 3-0, 4-0, and then you see where you go from there. So no, I get what you say. Even in Bremo hitting the post, that was unlucky. That one, the one that Bruno brought down out the sky from Casemiro. That was unlucky. But it's great to be, and I've mentioned this before, talking about missed chances. Because for so long, when we spoke about Manchester United, we spoke about just the lack of chances we had and how we just didn't create enough. Now we're actually creating chances and going, we should have done better here, should have scored this, etc. Even the one at the end, even the one, the Dalot one. Like, we all knew Dalot was going to miss, but it's still an opportunity.
Oh,
I was saying don't pass in the ball. I'm mad you got, like, it was the right pass to make, but it's just the wrong player. Like, shoot.
Wrong player.
I'm telling I'm at shoot. Like, because you knew Dalot was going to miss. But yeah, like, look at the chances we're talking about. So yeah, that is the only downside. But again, to do the double over them is so great. What's it been, 9 years? 10 years?
10 years. 10 years, yeah.
10 years. So yeah, doing the
10
double
years
over
too
them.
long, man, because, you know, there's
No
been
way that
moments
should be
where
happening.
we had a good team and we could have beaten them, but, you know what I mean, certain managers wanted to play coward football and whatnot, but with Michael Carrick, he went for it. I thought, for me, brilliant start to the game, energy, pressing, relentless. I think that's one of the best halves. I think, Double A, you mentioned it, one of the best halves we've seen from Man United. The endeavour, I think, and Boomer and Dallo on that right-hand side were causing massive problems for me. And I thought that was a breath of fresh air. And Boomer, one of the best halves I've seen him play in a long while. On it from the off, Sesko was causing problems. You know what I mean? Bruno was getting the pockets, Mainoo as well. Like, it was a connecting, very, very, you know, like, solid performance. And like I said, the one regret I have is not blowing them away. You get me? And not finishing the game off, because they were there for the taking. You know what I mean? They had a few little moments in the first half, but nothing crazy, nothing mad. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And 2-0 is, you know what they say? It's a dangerous scoreline, isn't it? And it did mean it was, because we gave them 2 opportunities. But third place, man, them Champions League football secured. Third is secured. Let's be honest. Like, we got 6 points cushion over Liverpool, and is it Aston Villa? Is it 6 or 9? I don't even know. It might be 6.
I think it's 6 with Villa. I think it's 6 with Villa. They lost today.
6 with Liverpool. Do you know what I mean, bro? I think this is just beautiful, man. Nobody could have wanted a better end to the season. You know what I mean? That's the only thing we could fight for. No trophies. There's no whatever. It's finished as high as you can. And I didn't think United were capable of getting to these lengths of the way in which Man United are winning games, bro. It's mad.
Do you know what? Do you know what's funny? Like, you kind of reminded. Do you know the start of this season? Like, rival fans were like, United have no reason not to finish in the top 4. It's 1 game a week.
Yeah,
you have no. But now we're doing it. It's like, yeah, but you've only had 1 game a week. Like, what? What is it? Like, it can't be both. You can't.
It's called double standard. It's called double standards.
It's just funny. Like, I couldn't wait to start seeing it, because now we're doing it. It's like, yeah, but you've only had 1 game a week. It's like, getting asked today about should Bruno be player of the year, and I was like, absolutely he should, because he's been fucking phenomenal. Yeah, but you know, Rice and them have been playing bare games. So what can he do? He can only be as good as he's doing in the league. It's up to the other players to be good in the league. Like, and I still believe Bruno would be the same if we had Champions League or we were in cup competitions deep anyway, because that's the type of player he is. But at the end of the day, mate, I think I just love the fact that we're pissing so many people off again. The fact United are not these fucking just turning up and getting rolled over. I think teams actually fear us a little bit now when they come to Old Trafford, or when we roll into town. I think we're not easy to beat. We're not easy to play against. We cause a lot of problems, and
that's what we wanted. Right,
yeah,
we'll see.
6 points, by the way. 6 points
100%.
ahead of both, by the way.
Yeah,
and they've got to play each other as well. They've got to play each other, by the way. You know what I mean?
And Villa obviously concentrating on Europe as well, added into that too, so they could drop points further. Yeah. That's why today were even like a major surprise. I didn't expect Spurs to win, but not a major surprise. They got a Europa League semi-final on Thursday, so I'm not sure. I didn't even see the team to see if Emery had rotated. But
he did rotate. He rotated massively. That's why Tottenham won. You feel me?
Yeah.
Tottenham,
all we have to do is beat Sunderland next week, and it's done, innit? Do you know what I mean?
No, but I think it's done anyway. I think third is
no. But I mean, then it's 6 points in it. But it's to confirm it. Give Sunderland a beat. I mean, they just got whacked 5-0 at home.
They drew to Wolves as well.
Yeah, so we need to go there, get a win, and then I think it's just secured, innit? It's just all done, and then we look forward to the summer, then, don't we? We can enjoy the World Cup knowing. Champion, like I said to you, no more Monday nights, no more Bournemouth at home on a Monday night, no Leeds at home on a Monday night. It's, like I said, Carabag and Bodo Glimt instead on a Tuesday and Wednesday.
Bring it on.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
taking that. Do you know what I mean?
Saeed, just on your comment before about like you would have liked to seen us like blow them away. I think like football's really fine margins, right? I hate to bring it up, but if you go back to the time when Liverpool beat us 7-0, it was 0-0 basically just before half time, right?
I know.
And then all of a sudden, arses go, and then before you know it, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Like if Bruno puts that chance away, it could very easily escalate to 3, 4, 5. Like these big scoreline margins and stuff, they don't necessarily come from when you're battering a team. It comes from when you take advantage of a certain situation, like, and you get a cluster of goals quite quickly. That's more often than not how it happens. And that could have easily happened today. And actually in the second half, if we start on the front foot and Ahmad doesn't make that mistake, I'm pretty sure the game would have gone that way. Like Liverpool were offering nothing. Without Salah and Ekitike, they're toothless. Without Bradley at right back, they were struggling there. Their keeper was never really tested. Van Dijk is an absolute shadow of his former self. Like, he's awful. Konate is a joke. Robertson was wrestling the whole game. Their midfield is good, but apart from that, like, Arnie Slot, I was going into half-time saying, like, I can't believe he's still got a job, because he's seen them play this bad and he's changed nothing. And if it wasn't for 2 defensive mistakes, they're getting nothing out of that game. Like, they got nothing anyway, but then they're not competing at all. Like, they are so bad, considering they were champions last season. Like, you talked about the 20-point swing on Chelsea under Carrick. I think we finished 40 points behind Liverpool last season, and we're 6 ahead of them now. That's a 46-point swing. 46. Slot is awful, man. Honestly,
It's awful. It's awful. By the way, before you come in, look at this. By the way, 2-0, 3-2, 3-1, 1-0, and 3-2. Man, you know what I mean? That is ridiculous, bro. That there, bro, is madness. Look at these wins, guys, man.
But it's just vibes, Saeed. Just vibes. Yeah, but it's just vibes. Don't count.
Vibes FC.
Just vibes. Just vibes FC. Yeah. Defensive, pragmatic coach. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's mad.
Certain people don't want him to get the job because he doesn't fit the bill, does he? He doesn't fit this image that people have created. Like Double A said, he's the Susan Boyle. He's not the, like, I don't know, pick whoever you want. Like he's not the. I'll show my age. The Jennifer Aniston. He's not the Margot Robbie, is he? He's the Susan Boyle, and that. and unfortunately, people can't get on board with that. And you know what? Sometimes Susan Boyle puts out a pretty cracking tune.
She might give you the best head you've ever had in your life. I know, mate.
Send him off again. Game gone. Game gone.
I said it before, Saeed, man. Habitual line stepper, man. Habitual line stepper. Habitual. Word to Charlie Murphy, man. R.I.P. Habitual line stepper, man.
Nah, honestly, you know what I like about the United though? It's like we've got team performances. Like today, there was only really Ahmad underperforming, but then again, you know what I mean? Like, he's still doing all the running, he's still tracking back, he's still defending, but there's only one player that's really not playing well.
What do you think about Sonny Lamon, Saeed, today?
Listen, Sonny Lamon, he made up for the error. I don't care about the error anymore because he
made one big save.
That save was massive, bro.
Yeah, the one that was
straight at him, but that was a massive save. So for me, he's redeemed himself, guys.
Okay,
he's redeemed himself with that save. So, and what I like about it, like I said to you, everyone's, bro, even Luke Shaw. You know me, what I think of Luke Shaw, but even Luke Shaw today was good. You know what I mean, bro? So the guys that I'm used to criticize are still putting in this form. Doesn't mean that I want them to stay, no, but credit where credit is due. And they're performing for Carrick. You know, they are. Whether it's Shaw contract year, whether it's World Cup year, it's Man United I care about. And like I said, I don't have many players to criticize. And when you don't have many players to criticize, you know you're doing well. You know your team's doing well. But when there's one or two performing, you're like, oh, man, we're relying too much on one player. Dog who came on looked lively. You know, even Xerxes when he came on. You know what I'm saying? Players are coming on. They've got a purpose. They've got energy.
Yeah, because it's the air of confidence. That's why. That's where that stems from. Because we've won games playing well and we've won games not playing well. Like, you see the huge difference. Like, how many players? I think there was a Cunha quotes. I think there was Maguire quotes, and I'm sure there's more talking about the difference between under Michael Carrick and under Amram. And we could see it. We're not blind. You can watch it. You can watch when the team's not confident and unhappy, and then you can watch when the team's the complete opposite, and it's a big turnaround. And you see it now. And that's why when the team is, and when you just implement a system, even when certain players, a couple players are not playing well, the system and the team being good overall gets you over the line. Rather than, like you said, just relying on individual quality. Because if you're solely relying on individual quality, guess what? When that individual quality doesn't perform, you don't win back-to-back games for over a calendar year. That's what that is. Whereas now we've won games playing well under Carrick, and we've won games not playing so well, where it's just been a straight fight. So yeah, today we did the business. I felt, like I said, we was good in the first half. Second half, obviously the 2 mistakes, but then we fought back as well. Because people will talk about the mentality of the side. We could have folded today. After it goes 2-2 and they're in the ascendancy, they're on the up. But we fought back and made a quality goal. Again, there's some individual quality on a talented player, and then we move. So all it is, you got to credit Carrick for that massively.
Massive credit, bro. Like I said, I think what people don't realize is that once you face that setback, how do you react? You know what I mean? And you react by going again. And I felt like for me, that there, even the chance that Casemiro had, I thought, oh my God, it's not going to be our day.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. The header that he missed.
That was key.
Yeah.
When he missed that header, I thought,
he
man.
should have scored. See, but that's a good sign, though. The fact that there's so many chances that we missed that.
Bruno could have got his assist today.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
He could have got his assist record today.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, that goes to show. I forgot about the Casemiro one. That's how many chances we created today. We really could have packed them up, which again is testament to the team and the quality going forward. Yeah, 42 points is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Goes to show you're never far away. People who are like, oh yeah, you're 5 years away from this and all that. Like, look, just not even a full year. It's not even a full 12 months.
Full year, bro.
And they are awful though. They're
awful, man. Come on, bro. They're awful, bro. Like I said, we gave them the impetus to come back. You feel me? And
the thing is, they've got one player of quality in that team, mate. Honestly, and unfortunately, Ahmad just happened to pass it, and they happened to gift a chance to the one player who was doing something in that game in Soboslai, because he was the only threat. He was the only person that looks creative. He's basically dragged them through this season, because it's been Mo Salah for the previous few seasons, and he's had a season off. He's off to Turkey or wherever next season. He's abandoning ship. He's gone. And then Soboslai's kind of take over the reins. And he was stood over that free kick, wasn't he? And they decided to go short for some reason. But I was like, please don't hit it. I think Casemiro is quite clever, actually. I think he charged it down. I'm pretty sure he's about a yard away by the time the free kick's taken. He's basically in Soboslai's face by the time it's taken. It was like Dudek in the Champions League final against Milan, ironically. But he's so far off his line. But they've just got no quality in that team. Florian Wirtz looks awful. Absolutely awful.
Is the media going to talk about him? Is the media going to talk about him? Or is he not?
He's not Jack Grealish. He doesn't play for City. He's not Anthony. He doesn't play for United. He gets a free pass. The media darlings give him a free pass. Everyone gets a free pass down the M62.
What did he do today? What did he do today?
F4, Saeed. F4.
Bro,
he did nothing.
It's only Rio that I was genuinely scared of.
Rio, when he come on,
he was like, yo.
He's bright. Very, very bright.
James, 20 million flop.
Bro, it's crazy to say. James is saying they had one player, Soboslai, who's been there a couple of seasons. To spend £500 million, and you have one quality player in the biggest game of your season, let's not kid ourselves, is a disgusting thing to not only to think, but to actually be a reality as well. Like Frimpong dead, and I had a player that I rate a lot, and he came this season. Obviously, Isak's been out, Ekitike's been out. Nothing he can do against those two. But where's Virgil van Dijk stepping up? Looked absolutely dead. Again, another player I think needs. He don't need to leave.
Man, trying to talk about Van Dijk, Vidic and them, man. Rio Ferdinand, get out of here.
Oh, Canate today. I'm not surprised Real Madrid have turned the nose up at him because
he's stealing a living. By the way, he is stealing a living, Canate.
How he was not booked in the first half, because the way he was just wrestling. Bro, that's why Sesko came off. That's why Sesko came off.
Oh, is that with the injury that was caused?
Yeah, apparently injured. Yeah,
has to be. But he was wrestling in the whole game.
And they had the ref on their side, by the way. They had the ref on their side. How the hell, does the referee get in Bruno's way, and then say, "Yo, carry on"?
That's awful, mate. Yeah. Oh no, don't. Yeah, just stop him closing the ball down. Stop him charging it down.
Slow down, bro. You criminal. You criminal. This referee was one of the worst referees I've seen, bro. Are
The
you
thing is,
mad?
like, there's bad decisions on both sides in there, but at the end of the day, like, I spoke to Graham about it after the game. He just lost complete control of the game. Like,
Yeah, he
both
did.
sides are going to moan about the referee. They're going to moan about the handball and the VAR and a potential Bruno sending off, which I haven't seen. I've not seen anything back, so I don't know, right? So I can't
Yeah, I didn't
comment
see
on
that as
that.
well.
Oh, they're
But
talking about
he
the
made
challenge against the Muslim. Yeah, about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
He made bad decisions, like both sides, right? But at the end of the day, he just lost complete control of the game. There was a couple of throw-ins where he just had no idea. Looked over at his linesman, he had no idea, and they were just like, "Yeah, fine." Stood in Bruno's way a number of times. Like, he's just like, that game is a huge game, right? Sunday, 3:30. People have probably been drinking early on. They're proper G'd up for it. The crowd are really rowdy. It's a big, big game, a lot at stake. And then the ref just can't handle it. You put a ref in charge, he just gets completely done over by the atmosphere and just lost all control of the game. He was awful, man.
Yep. But obviously awful. But like I said, it didn't affect our game. You know what I mean? And King Kobbie with the winner. I'm just gonna show you these stats, guys. Yeah. This is absolutely mad, bro, when you think about it. 11 appearances on the Ruben Amorim, 0 games started, 212 minutes played. Under Michael Carrick, 13 games, 13 starts, 1,155 minutes played. Look at this, bro. We could have lost this kid, guys. We could have lost Kobbie Mainoo in the summer window. We could have lost this guy. And a lot of the fan base went on Amorim's side. They did. A huge chunk of the fan base went with the manager. Not us, but they went with a manager that was failing. And yet he's coming, playing stellar performances. When we don't have him, look at the results when we do have him. Another flawless performance in midfield. Another outstanding game from this remarkable young player, bro. Honestly, there's so much more to come. Champions League Kobbie, we will be there. Effortless again. The goal was outstanding. Contract signed. Put some respect on his name, bro. I feel like a lot of people are brainwashed by some haters that say, oh, but he's average. He's not average. He's a very talented player. You know what I mean? That's only going to get better. That's only going to mature. He said he can't run. When he was running today, come on, man.
You know what doesn't sit well with me, Saeed, is like before the game, someone interviewed me and they were asking me about United DNA, right? And when I think about and what I thought of as United DNA, and when I hear that phrase, I do think about some of the local talent that's come through and burst into the team and playing attacking football and all this. And it doesn't sit well with me when someone like Rashford gets mistreated, or someone like Mainoo gets mistreated, or someone like McTominay gets mistreated, or Lingard or whatever. And you can look back in history and sometimes we've sided with the manager and that's been right. And sometimes we sided with the manager and that's been wrong. And sometimes we sided with the player and that's been right. And sometimes that's been wrong as well. But the people that sided with Amorim over Mainoo, I think we can pretty clearly see that they got that one wrong. And the fact that we could have lost Kobbie Mainoo this season and we could be playing, like I said earlier, Conor Gallagher there or someone else there is an absolute travesty. Like, the kid's ridiculously talented. He's got a goal in a cup final. He's got goals in big games. He turned up in the World Cup for England. He's got a huge, huge future, Kobbie Mainoo, a huge future. And the fact that we nearly lost him, a Manchester lad with that much talent, is scary.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to say, there's a couple of creators that shouldn't be celebrating his goals. By the way,
yeah, of course.
I know they are doing, because they were so quick to back Amorim or say how dare he be in place of other players in the team and that. Let's not forget, and them receipts are always going to be there. So you can do this fake stuff about you love United. Well, I support the team. I can celebrate. I go, listen, this kid is our future in that midfield, and I don't give a shit who we buy. Kobbie Mainoo needs to be starting. Not only for United, yeah, he should be starting for England as well. That's how good he is. Yeah.
I couldn't care less about England, but yeah.
And you bastards, yeah, wanted him out because this manager was saying he's competing with Bruno Fernandes, who shouldn't have even been in the fucking midfield in the first place. If that's not the biggest sign, this manager didn't have a fucking clue what he was talking about. The best attacking number 10 in the league, if not Europe right now, being forced to play in a position that's not his. Stopping a kid who we're all saying is a generational talent, yeah. You have blood on your hands, let's just say. And there's certain fans that will never forget. So when we see you celebrating them goals now, we know it's through gritted teeth. And really, it's that meme of the face smiling, but really you're crying at the back because your boy Amorim got sacked and fucked off. And I hope I hope he's somewhere crying right now as well, realizing how much he fucked up, because it was a big mistake. You know, you're halted half a season of a brilliant football player's career who almost left the club that he loves. And luckily, Michael Carrick, Michel Carrico came in and has turned the tides.
Michel Carrick. And that's the thing with it, with the Mainoo one. It wasn't for anything. If you're leaving out a player like the talent of Mainoo, at least be winning. At least be getting good results. So you can point to it and go, all right, he's leaving him out. But we're actually going somewhere. You're doing absolutely horrendous. You're breaking all the wrong records. And you don't think, hey, you know what? Let me bring in Mainoo and maybe he helps us out. Just maybe. Like, I don't understand that. Like, even people like you mentioned there who were critical of him, United fans especially, it's like, watch Mainoo play football and you can see he's talented. Even if he's not the profile that you like, even if you don't think he's the best, like, foil for Casemiro, for example, but he's an extremely talented individual. How can you not want to see him play? That's what baffles my mind. I don't understand it. And it's even worse from Amorim as a manager. How can you watch him play and go, nah, I don't think we can do anything there? Something's wrong with you. Like, something fundamentally is wrong with you as a manager.
Like 13 games under Carrick, 13 starts. Not that long ago that his brother was wearing a free Mainoo t-shirt at Old Trafford. How nuts is that? Like, he had his brother like getting propaganda at Old Trafford for him, like, and journalists snapping pictures because he couldn't get a game. And now he started every game under Carrick, and people are still having a go at Carrick.
Absolutely, man. I just think for me, man, like, yo, he's got to be part of our future, man. And like I said, man, we will buy more midfielders, but he's there, bro. He's there. He's right there in the mix. And like I said, bro, he hates Liverpool because look at that. Is it 2 or 3 goals now he scored against them? You know what I mean? Lovely goals as well. First goal was quality. And then this one was brilliant, man. Because in the day, sometimes when you're getting that ball, you can sky it over the bar, you know. So you've got to get the right sort of like control and power on that shot. So it was a difficult finish, you know, to do. And absolutely sensational in a period where we needed that goal, bro. Because then it just propelled us to even do more, man.
Look at Dallo and look at Mainoo. Look at the 2 chances, literally. They're both coming across to them. They're both flashing across. Mainoo literally side foot, composed into the corner. No power, not needed, just guided it. Dallo, open your foot up, blast it, rose head. And there's your difference in technical ability between the 2 players.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, bro. But listen, that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, we don't talk about these kind of individuals on these channels, man. But you know what I'm saying, bro? These man were sucking off the manager, you feel me? And not understanding what we had in front. But now they're celebrating a minute. So,
but a manager who, again, Saeed, who was doing terrible, I'd understand people backing the manager if he was doing well. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would get it. I would fully be on like people who are now praising Carrick. This is a manager that was awful, who told us we have to suffer. Like, and we just forgetting all of these things. Like, it's mad. It baffles my mind every single time.
Yeah,
do you remember when Carrick started winning and people were saying that Amorim had actually started this off? Amorim laid the foundation for Carrick to be doing what he's doing. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We all saw wins against City and Arsenal coming back to back with Amorim in charge, didn't we?
Absolutely, man. So I'm just for me, I'm buzzing, man. I think for me, it just deserved to win, man. And like I said, man, it was one of them ones where I think the crowd, the energy, just to kind of almost just complete the season in a sense, bro. These are big games, you know, guys. You know, like when you actually look at the wins we've had since January. Imagine the manager coming in and you say you got to face Man City and Arsenal. You beat them 2. Then I think you beat, was it Fulham or Tottenham next? I don't know which one it was. But you beat them games there. Like you got to remember, this has not been an easy fixtures. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, cool. We lost to Newcastle. We drew to West Ham. We drew to Bournemouth. But these are not like easy games, you know, that he went into, man. These are tough games, bro. And them wins, bro. Like we've had top managers here that have been at this football club and not been able to win these kind of games, bro. You know what I mean? In these crucial periods. So you got to give Carrick his backroom staff as well. You know, Steve Holland, I know a lot of people don't like him and they think he's not all that. You know what I mean? But you got to remember, like, bro, like these are big wins, regardless of what you think about performances here. big wins where now the whole fan base. I was at Old Trafford today, and everyone's smiling because they're thinking, "Rah,
Was the place rocking? Good atmosphere.
yeah, bro,
Mega,
rocking."
Yeah, love
Mega,
that.
mega,
It sounded
bro.
like that as well. It seemed that. Yeah.
Mega,
It
bro.
seemed it was a good feel,
get this.
a good factor. Go on.
Get this, yeah. So, starting a new like short form series on my socials, yeah, where I rate the away fans, brother.
Yeah.
I have got barely anything on Liverpool fans.
Nothing.
Bro. The only Buffett, the first half, bro, you could not hear a thing. Like,
no,
they only started singing when he scored the equaliser, and even then, it was Liverpool. And it was a point I was gonna raise before when James, the cheek of these bastards to come to Old Trafford and dare sing champions when they've been that shit.
When they played like that
all season.
Shameless.
Yeah? The worst champions ever.
Worst
is shameless. How dare you come and sing champions at Old Trafford? It's hilarious.
100%.
Old Trafford was fantastic today. And I said to you, Saeed, I said, this United team under Carrick turn up in the big games. We've been the best we've been in these big games. They relish the challenge. And today being a 6-pointer, in that we moved 6 points clear, it got us Champions League football. I just knew they were going to turn up. I didn't see it coming. That first half was fun. It was almost like the City game when we just didn't see any of that coming. And we just tore them apart and blew them away. And it should have been 3 or 4. We was unlucky not to go in at half time. Up by more, and I was actually more nervous for the second half than I was for the first half, and that's mad to think 2-0 up. But you just always think.
Sorry, go on, double eight. Sorry,
that is just literally that. It's just we just always seem to start half badly, and that's one thing we need to fix up with next season.
Yeah,
we do. I was just going to say, hypothetical question to you all, right? So say we get Enrique in next season, which apparently is the person everyone wants. Out of 0 to 100 percentage, right? Can you all give me a percentage chance of us under Enrique beating Villa, Spurs, Chelsea, City, Arsenal, and Liverpool next season? Bro. What percent chance do you give him?
Bro, it's one of them ones where
it's like 1, if that. It's like less than 1%. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often.
It does depend on the team, but I hear what you're saying. I understand your overall point. Who we recruit is also key in that. But beating all those teams is very, very tough thing to do because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But I think it's
like... You don't do it. Arsenal don't do it. Like, it's next to impossible.
Don't happen.
That's a valid point. And I give them full credit for that. That is. Because
I just think people always think the grass is greener, right? And they discredit what Carrick is doing, thinking, this older, like this more experienced coach who's done it elsewhere, he's going to come in and the grass is going to be greener and it's all going to be rosy. And it's like... The guarantee isn't there of success, of results, just because the blueprint has worked in the past, just because Nagelsmann has done it somewhere like Leipzig, just because Enrique has done it somewhere like Barca. That's no guarantee that it works at Manchester United. Like, yes, it helps to have a track record, but what Carrick is doing right now is he's giving the board and the owners like a proven track record of at Manchester United. So when you're saying, we shouldn't get the job, like, put yourself in the owner's shoes. What do you want them to do? They're sitting there with this big book of evidence right in front of them that Carrick has given them since January, where he's got more points than any other manager in this league, with by far not the best squad in the league. Like, what do you want them to do? Say, no, cheers, Michael, but no thanks.
Nah, people want Carrick to walk on water, man. That's what people want.
I don't think
water to be convinced.
I don't think it's that. I think it comes down to if there's someone with a bigger proven track record who might have a better chance of getting us actually competing for the league.
Yeah,
I think that's the question. That's the question mark over Carrick's head is, as good as he's done, as stable as he's made the ship at Old Trafford, do the owners see him in a year, even next season, actually being in them top three spaces, but closer to the top 2, actually going for the league? I think that's where
if the league started in January, he'd be top double A.
Yeah, but would that be the
same?
No,
but honestly, you're talking about a sample size. Like, if it started in January, who'd be top?
But that's not a full season, though, James, is it? And that's what I'm not saying. You're right.
No, but Enrique's been at Barca and Nagelsmann's been at Leipzig. That's not in the Premier League, so we can all pick and choose arguments to suit our own bias.
The Premier League is a different kind of fish.
Carrick's done it here, and Carrick's doing it in the Premier League. Carrick's doing it in the Premier League with Manchester United. Like, you can't cherry pick arguments for other people.
I said, that Enrique would be the only one which United can go and get in terms of elite coach that may take Man United to the promised land.
May, and I agree. And I agree.
There's no
May.
guarantees of that, by the way. May.
Yeah,
May,
because
May.
because there's never any guarantees, and that's why with the whole conversation, I'm with it in regards to I don't like people discrediting Carrick. I think it is really bad and it's really dismissive. Like the mention there about how he's doing it as of now, which is increasing his resume and increases his chances of getting the job. So unless it is, because there's never no guarantee with any manager, but you do look at the resumes. Unless it is, and then like if Enrique's available, you go and get him. I think you're silly not to in regards to what he's doing. Outside of that, because I don't think Enrique's available anyway. I don't think he's leaving PSG. Carrick's got as good a CV as good a chances, as good a case as anybody else, as an Iriola, as a Silva, a Glasner, whoever else you want to say, as a Nagelsmann, for example, because he is doing very well here. So I understand the reservations surrounding him, but Carrick is currently ticking more boxes than he hasn't. There's much more pros to what he's doing than there is cons currently.
Yeah, listen, if I wanted to go against Carrick, then I would say that he got relegated with Middlesbrough. There are pros and cons to every manager. And you can pick and choose, right? But what I'm saying is you can't on one hand say that, the Premier League is the be all and end all, and then on the other hand say that Carrick doesn't get credit for doing it in the Premier League, but this other coach that's doing it in a different league can. Like, you can't have that double standard. Like, you have to hold people to the same standard. 100%. So, like, just agree that everyone, like, has their pros, has their cons, and there's no guarantee in life, whether it's Carrick, Enrique, Nagelsmann, whoever it is, there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
But,
I think it's varying degrees. It's varying degrees to that, because you can't put Enrique and Carrick on the same level, because Enrique league in everywhere he's been, and he's won the Champions League, and he's been an international manager. So if it's Enrique or Carrick, you have to go for Enrique, because he's probably the second best manager in the world right now. Like,
I don't think you have to, but I think there's an overwhelming case for him.
I think you 100% have to, because
if it's available, I don't think it's available.
The level of output he's bringing to coaching with his teams,
is
phenomenal. Like, a lot of people would thought PSG would fall off in the Champions League this season. They're just being just as good as
recruitment has helped as well, though. Recruitment,
of course, it has.
Yeah,
I've you might not have seen it, James, but on this channel I've said there's no one in the Premier League I would have over Carrick taking over the job.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And I think he did
Guardiola.
Fuck him. No.
Shit.
I never want a bald manager ever again. Never want a bald manager again.
But on that though, Double A, Ten Hag, we must get Ten Hag. Ten Hag was the sexy option.
Yeah.
Got Ajax to a Champions League semi, won the league. Mourinho was the sexy option. Van Gaal was the sexy option.
Yeah. Can I just say something, by the way? Yeah. As like the thing is, there's a double standard here in terms of I put that we. It's not me. There were fans that were saying they were able to go to the ride of knowing what Amrin was about to do at Man United, and they felt like they were going to be there one day. But then on the other hand, people are saying you're making a mistake. Carrick ain't the guy. So you know what I mean? It's funny how I got told last season, no, Amrin's the guy because he will take Man United. We're seeing what he's doing. We're seeing what he's building. But then a guy who gets the results and is third, but it's almost like, you can't give him the job. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I find it very, very interesting.
Because it's Susan Boyle.
Yeah,
it's the Susan Boyle effect.
I know. What I'm saying is, I think he deserves a chance. Whether he's not the guy or not, let's get to wherever it is next season. But if you think about it right now, Carrick deserves the job, and in next season, like I said to you, the problem is with Ineos, though, they don't make competent decisions when it matters. They let it just kind of keep on going. You feel me? They've got to know when to stop, when to not stop. But for me, right now, as it stands here, he deserves a job. So are you hearing, madam? Whether it's a 1-year contract, whether it's a 2-year,
because he's done well. Because he's done well, and maybe they are waiting to see who is indeed available. Because I've been saying this, I've said it here many times with you, man, that the options are not very, very good in regards to the managerial. I don't think, because people always say, go before you go Double A. Go and get a world-class manager, an elite manager who has a great CV. And I'm like, I'm fully on board with that. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Who are these managers? Outside of Enrique's the only one that ticks that box. Because I look at it and go, do I believe if United were to hire Enrique, could he win? Does he win Manchester United a Premier League or Champions League? Yes, I am. I'm very, very confident that would happen in 2 to 3 years' time. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm saying I'm confident of that. There's no other managers out there, including Carrick, that I look at and go, yes, I am confident of it. I could be wrong, and of course, whoever it is, I want to be wrong on it. So that's why Enrique, I think, is the exception to it. But with Carrick, he's currently doing well. We can only judge him off what he's doing. What is he supposed to do? Win 14 matches. 14 games out of 14 matches.
Yeah.
People say, oh, it's a fluke. Like, what more is he supposed to do? Like, it's ridiculous.
Can I say as well, on the board and the reasons for giving him the job, and it flies in what goes along with what Saeed's saying about the board not making great decisions. Because I don't think a lot of it will be centered around what he's actually what he's doing on the pitch is great, but I think he's more likely to get it because the fans are singing his name. It takes the heat off them to bring in a legend of the club who's doing quite well.
Facts.
Because let's look at it. Why they sacked Amarim wasn't because of the football was shit. Wasn't because we were terrible. No. It's because he opened his mouth and went against the club. So they don't make decisions based on what's happening on the football pitch. And for them, and we know the Glazers are like this because it happened under Woodward with Ole. He gave him the job because he knew he would look good in the fan base. And that's what they'll do. But the good thing about Carrick is he fully deserves it because at this moment in time, no one could, like I said, no one can do a better audition unless it's 14 wins out of 14, which is unrealistic. So you're getting that hint of realism. You're getting that, and this is what you need in a manager battle, or, you know, an interim period, is a bit of everything, a bit of grit. Not all blowing teams away, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. You're losing games, you're drawing games. You're seeing us fight back and against not even just the big rivals, but doing it against the Fulham. You know what I mean? And it's realism, and it's hitting you with what we are, where we are. We're still a very troubled team, finding our way, but doing it in the right way. And we're getting wins.
100.
And we're where we want to be. This is, I said to you, I don't give a shit. I really don't care about performances. I don't want to go and watch beautiful football. That can be next season's problem.
When have we got the right personnel? Right? Yeah.
All I want to do next season is get a semi because I'm hearing Champions League football music at Old Trafford. That's all I care about. That anthem. I want them shivers. I want them tingles down my spine when I hear that music. And that's either the big ball getting wafted in the center of the pitch. That's all I care about.
Yeah. You were on the periphery there. But yeah.
Do we all give Carrick a contract then? Do we all give him a contract? And if so, how long do we give him?
For me, I'm going to say 18 months.
Okay.
No.
I'll give him 18 months for me.
What are you saying, Double A?
What are you saying?
It has to have 3 years, bro.
3 years. That's you. I'm saying 18 months.
Can I give my reasons why for that? Because 18 months, is similar to Amarim. In 18 months, you can have a bad season, right? But it's a bad season doing everything that he wants. But he has to have carte blanche. You have to give him the ins and outs of everything that he wants. If one of them players gone, they're gone. If one needs to stay, they stay in. He has to be given the free reign to do what he wants.
To be fair, it will have to be 2 months, 2 years actually, 2 years. Yeah, you can't do 18 months to be fair.
Yeah, you can't have a full season, a bad full season, and then he gets half a season. It's like, right, off you pop. Give it in. Yeah. Like, let's see.
But then again, if you do well in your first year, you'll probably get extended contract. Say, for example, United challenge for the league next year, and we're close. We get to the quarterfinals or something like the Champions League. We win the FA Cup. Then maybe that might deserve another year. Because then you would look at it and then be like, oh, you got 6 months left of your deal. I'm not sure about this now. You feel me? So they might do that. But 2 years, yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I said to you, bring me a manager apart from Enrique that you know there's a guaranteed success, and nobody can tell me there is because it's a fancy name.
The pool stinks. You know what I'm saying? Like the pool is very, very bad in regards to managers, and that's something that's also in the favor. Big up Adam of Carrick. Yeah. Again, if there was 4 or 5 elite names, I'm fully on board with it. I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm good with it.
What you giving him? Flawless. Oi, big up.
Big up, yeah.
Yeah, what you giving him?
Hello. 1 sec. Bear with me 1 sec.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but I think for me, I think it's about 2 years. But honestly, right now, United's about recruitment, guys. United, for me, I don't know why we're concentrating on the manager. We should be concentrating on building a super team. Build a super team, then the manager comes after. That's the way I look at it for me. If you build me a team that is ready for 3 games a week, that we've got a brilliant squad, then you can start looking at the manager and be like, yo, we've got a good squad here. You're not performing. But if you give me a meaty squad and expect the manager to perform miracles, then I'm sorry, we ain't going to go anywhere. We are not going to go anywhere. So focus on the recruitment. Get me 6 signings. I don't care what anybody says. I want 6 signings next summer. If you do that, nobody will say that we should not be achieved what we achieved. But if you then bring me 3 signings or 4 and we haven't bought the adequate players that we need and we're still exposed, still got Luke Shaw left back, we still got, lacking in midfielders, we're still lacking in certain areas. If you then do that, then of course we're going to be here talking about the manager. But really and truly, everyone's energy should be on Ineos getting the recruitment right and having one of the best summers we will ever have. Because I don't think the gap is that big. I really don't think the gap is that big for Man United to go and possibly challenge, compete, whatever you want to call it. Go far in every competition. Do it. Because at the end of the day, we're seeing it now. Liverpool are training up. Chelsea are nowhere to be seen. Man City and Arsenal will be there probably. Go and do something.
Without Double A coming in with all his without turning these into innuendos. Name your 6 positions, Saeed.
For me,
you're solving. Go on. Double A. Go on.
Left winger, 3 midfielders. That's 4. Left back, and a centre back. That's what.
No striker. No striker.
I would bring another striker. I want another striker, but I'm just gonna put Cunha and Bumo there for now, and let's go with that. You feel me? But I really and truly, I do want another striker. And if Xerxes can stay, then maybe Xerxes stays and then go. But I would want another one. But again, maybe I'm being a bit too greedy there. But I would want another one. But again, let's just work with what the means are, and that is 6 signings. You get me 6, we're cooking next year. We're cooking. You feel me, Mandem? So
100% recruitment is key because people always mention that all the time when they're talking about how we need to with Carrick or whoever the manager is. Recruitment's key. Definitely recruitment's key. And Double A mentioned it about getting Carrick what he wants. Make sure the manager's on board with your vision. Whatever the board is trying to do, however we're trying to play, however we're trying to build the team, make sure it's not against Carrick. That's where I'm at with it. Don't go and buy players for managers. You should be buying players for the club, and the manager is on board with the way that you're trying to play. But people say that, we don't have the players for Carrick, or we don't have the players for Iriola, or we don't have the players for Enrique. Well, we should have the players for them, not for them because of us. Why don't we have talented individuals? Why don't we have a more physical team? Why don't we have a more technical team? The team should be good regardless. Whoever the gaffer is, the squad should be of a certain level with the amount of money you're going to spend on it as well. And they have done well in improving the squad. And now it needs to happen further.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Go on, Double A.
We were saying today, United for so long have had it all flipped. It's always been manager, players, vision. And it should be vision, players, then the manager. There's the vision, the players have to fit the vision, and the manager comes in and just goes along with what the club is saying, and that has to be. Well, what I was saying with terms of Carrick is if he wants them gone, they have to go. But I will say, my 6 positions are definitely reverse cow.
And Karma suit, get the Karma suitor out. Send him, gone. I knew that was coming, by the way. I literally knew it.
I just knew it.
Pre-warning. Yeah.
He was going to name 6 as well. You had 6.
And he had a sub bench as well, by the way. He had a backup transfer list. Yeah.
He's just reminiscing right now. He's reminiscing right now. That's what that is.
No, man. It's about numbers.
Even with the players that in regards to wanting players gone, again, the manager should be on board with the club in regards to that. Even with the Mainoo situation, as much as Amorim is an absolute fool for what happened, I also blame the board because the board knew that he didn't rate him.
Oh yeah,
and the board chose to keep him. So you have someone who you are saying is integral to us, and you have a manager publicly saying, "Hey, I don't rate this player," and showing that he don't rate him. To the point, Mainoo tried to leave in the summer. We know these things. Like, look at even the targets. He didn't want Lamens. He wanted Martinez. He didn't want Sesko. He wanted Watkins. So what is the conversation going on in the summer? I want this player. Well, I want this player. So, like, what's going on? Surely you just cut ties. Surely. Again, just idiotic. It's idiotic.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think for me, you know what? If we can do all of that, yeah, and get your comments in the chat, and make sure you lot are liking the video. We need to get to 500 likes ASAP. But if we can get them added to the players that we've got right now, and then get a few players out there that we need to ship out, bro, like, you're looking at a serious squad here, bro. And United needs to be of the fitting of that, bro. Like, we need to be having a squad that matches Manchester. You know who we are, man? We're Manchester United, bro. What the hell,
Manchester
man?
United.
We're Manchester United, bro. Like,
No,
I don't want to say that sometimes because I feel like we don't do that enough. We don't resemble who we are, and I feel like this summer is a big summer for Man United because regardless of the manager, you're gonna have to get back, bro. And you can't have a momentum build the season that we're having now and the momentum you are having going into the summer. I can't be like, oh man, moaning this summer thinking, what the hell? We haven't bought enough players. You get me? Like, we have to build on that momentum. You have to.
Listen, Man United are massive, right? We finished 15th in the league, lost the Europa League final. We're out of Europe and we still signed Cunha and Burmo and Sesko for 200 million. So this summer, you've got to go out. If you've got Champions League football, you've got to go out and say, listen, we're Manchester United. We mean business. There's 300 million. There's 5 players. Go and do your business, Carrick, next season, or whoever the manager is. You've got to back them because it gets to a point now that if you're not spending 200 million, you're going backwards because someone else is spending more. Like Liverpool spent 400 million and got worse. Like 400 million. So, like, you've got to go out there and intelligently spend money. And the problem the board have got, when I asked the question about the manager and how long you give him on the contract before, I'm kind of in between Double A and Saeed. Again, no double entendres. But, like, I'm kind of in between you two, where it's like, I want them to give Carrick a longer term contract. Yeah. But I also know that the board have had to spend a lot of money on sacking 2 managers since they've come in. And they're really tight because they've cut loads of, like, staff from the club. So we know that there is a huge aim on like budget reduction, and we know that they're trying to control the outgoings, and we know that it's not an easy thing for them to do to sack a manager because of the cost implication. So are they going to give someone like Carrick 3 years? That they're going to have to be really sure that he's their guy. And I think they're more likely to do that with someone like Enrique than they are with Carrick. So I'm kind of with Saeed, where I think if it's Carrick, it's going to be like 18 months, 2 years. If it's an external manager that they see staying a while, it might be like 3 years. But I don't see them wanting to give out another paycheck again. Because what have they spent 20 million on sacking managers? Like they sacked all the fucking canteen staff and shit, and then they spent 20 million sacking Ten Hag and Amorim.
Yeah. Who was your standout player today, guys? Because I feel like there's a few honorable mentions. I'm gonna start off with Aiden Heaven, man. 1.5 million, guys. Thank you, Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. You absolute bums, bro. I don't care if you've got Saliba and Gabriel, because we've got Aiden Heaven, bro. Yeah. This kid, I'm telling you now, man, bro. For me, you know what's mad about this kid here? Is that not only is he 19 years old playing at centre-back here, but it's his calmness, his aggression at times. He's got that, like, he believes who he is. Like, he's got that dog in him, bro. Like, that feeling of, yo, like, what the hell, bro? Like, I've never seen a kid so confident in his ability, bro. Like, we talk about Kobbie Mainoo. This kid here, man, he is honestly outstanding, bro. Like, he's come in, and Lisandro Martinez, who? You ain't getting back in his squad right now, bro. You're not getting back in the squad because this kid, calm on the ball, drives with it. You know what I mean? Comfortable, like, barely loses the ball. You know what I mean? The duels he won in the first half. I think he must have won all his duels in the first half. He was outstanding. See where he bullied I don't know who it was. Was it Gakpo or someone? Bullied him off the ball.
Off the pitch, yeah.
Man. What a player, man. Like,
what impressed me about Heaven today, Saeed, is like it's kind of the resilience of a young lad, because actually I kind of disagree a little bit. I thought first 5-10 minutes, him and Shaw were really shaky on that left-hand side of the
Shaw,
defense.
that's the problem.
Yeah, like the two of them were just a little bit shaky, misplacing passes, bit heavy. Like, and then the thing is, Aiden Heaven, what is he, 19? Like, to come back from that and then put in that performance in the rest of the first half and second half, I thought it was superb. Same with Senny Lemons, like you said, like I thought he was shaky today. I thought it was the first time I've ever seen him that was shaky. But then he comes and he pulls off that save. And for those two to be that young, and pulling off like those like big moments and stuff after having shaky starts is a big positive. But in terms of my players today, like I know it's not one of his best games. Some of Bruno's touches were ridiculous today, and defensively there was a few standouts. But listen, Kobbie Mainoo won us the game, didn't he? But Mateus Cunha was the best player on the pitch today.
Oh, what a player, man! Honestly, yeah, we'll talk about Cunha in a bit, but flawless, aided heaven, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro. Like, I do think we still need to buy a left-sided centre back, but he might make it his own as well. He might think, yo, like, you ain't taking me off this position. Like, he's thinking, yo, he's putting in performances like, yo, you can't deny him, bro. You cannot deny him.
Love to hear, you know, everyone here waxing lyrical positively about, you know, Manchester United players. And yeah, Heaven continues to impress. Like, he plays beyond his years. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing for him. Like, he plays beyond his years. Hello, I'm on. All right, thank you. Well done. Right, can I finish? Thank you. All right, see you in a bit. But sorry, but yeah, as I was saying, yeah, he what's it called? It's just interrupting. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, he's beyond his years. Heaven, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing about him. Composed, super composed, like most of the time. Like whether he's on the ball or whether he's in a duel with someone, etc. like that. And technically, he's very good. And then the physicality as well, good in the air, quick, strong. And he's like I say, he's 19, 20 years old. So he's a kid, especially at centre back where they mature much later as well. It's not like 24, 25. Normally they do so with Heaven. And him being left-footed adds just a lovely balance there to the centre-back pairing as well, whoever he's playing alongside.
Do you think he's better than Yoro, Flawless? Do you think he's better than Yoro?
Yes, I would say so. Yes.
Yes, I think he's better than Yoro as well.
And people will hear that and think, oh, that's a criticism. No, I just think that Heaven is that good. That's what it is. And I think he has all the tendencies to be I think he's a good centre-back now. But I think he has all the attributes to be a very good centre-back with him. It's just playing time. Let's see how good he is in regards to from a consistency basis. We know you can do it 1 game, 2 game, 3 game. How are you in a 10-game run, 15-game run, 20-game run? Like that's what I want to see. But yeah, I'm a fan of Heaven. I am.
Do you think the Euro Heaven thing? Do you think Euro may be suffering from a lot of the bigger spotlight, the bigger price tag?
Yeah, of course.
A lot more
price tag matters. Yeah,
a lot more pressure on a young man's shoulders, and I'm far from giving up. I know there's some fans on him immediately as soon as he does one thing wrong. Euro, look, straight away he's so weak at centre back. He's not weak at centre back.
You know what it is? I do see the physicality element. I think Heaven's a bit more robust in that aspect, but I think with Lenny Yoro though, like. We don't give him his flowers when he has good games. But when he has bad games, it's more evident.
Yeah, I always try
Heaven, he don't have that many bad games. So therefore, he doesn't. The spotlight's not there. But when Yoro's bad, it's magnified a lot, bro. And then we end up maybe conceding the goal. Do you get me?
Because people want to go overboard with it. Like Double A mentioned it. He came in for a big fee and there's a big reputation, and you're at Manchester United. So when you make mistakes, which you are going, which any centre back's gonna make, people are gonna blow it up bigger than it actually is, and I expect that from rivals. That's their job. I say this all the time. So when I see Manchester United fans do it, I'm like, why are you over exaggerating the criticism? Why are you going overboard with the criticism? Criticize, yes. I think at times Euro has deserved criticism, but to go over the top to the point to write him off when he's not even had like a run. He's not even had a run, and the best we've seen of him is when he had a run alongside the same partner and we was somewhat stable as a team and there was a good structure in front. Dropping him in and out of the team and you're playing with a different centre-back partner and the team's not playing well, nobody's going to play well. That's why I don't hold the start of this season against anybody, because nobody was playing well under Amorim. Like, let's talk about it. So yeah. People always, I'm far from giving up on Yaro. It's just that, all right, once he gets his run of games, that's where I'm at with it. Because when he's had his run of games, he played well. When it was him and Maguire, that's the best we've seen of him. Yes, he made a couple of mistakes. But people going over, but don't worry, like it will happen with Heaven. Heaven makes a couple of errors, you'll hear it. Oh, look, purple patch. Can't do it consistently. And again, that's rivals' jobs. I do it to rival players, but it's when I see Manchester United fans do it, I'm like, it makes no sense to me whatsoever.
20 years old, Saeed, just like you said, like 20 years old. Like some of the people criticizing him and writing him off have got sons or daughters that are still living at home that are older than Lenny Yoro, and they've not written them off. Like they're writing off Lenny Yoro while they're like while they're letting their kids live at home without a job, like playing Xbox all day. Like, but they're writing Lenny Yoro off, who's earning fucking 80 grand a week at Man United, while your lad's playing fucking Xbox in his room and playing Minecraft.
You're killing me.
Fucking write them off.
Minecraft.
Fucking jokers, man.
James is killing me, man.
Get a grip.
Honestly, as fans though, like this is what I'm saying, like as rivals can, I don't mind rivals doing like bashing Lenny Euro, whatever you want to call it, but it's when your own fans have given up on Lenny Euro in it. Like for me, what I will say, and people can say it's excuses, but he's had 3 different managers, yeah? You know what I mean? He's had back 4, then to a back 5, then to a back 4. He's constantly had the back 4 changing. He's had the goalkeeper changing. You know what I mean? All within the 2-year spell that he's been at Man United. He's had setbacks for injuries. You know what I mean? And like I said to you, he's adapted to the league. You know what I mean? And I also think as well, the ability on the ball as well, I think Heaven is better. And that allows him to get out of key areas and key moments where it gets a bit sticky. So I think for me, there's a lot of good qualities about Lenny Yoro, man. Like I said, 20 years old. Centre-backs don't peak until they're what? 25 plus? You would
it's like late, more often than not, it's like late 20s is when
27,
you see
28,
the
yeah, bro.
Like obviously that's the general rule, and that's
20.
where it's at. But there's players who are more older than Euro and better than Euro that our fan base is just like that. There's very little balance when it comes to criticism. We've seen it with Kunyu at the start. Kunyu, I thought, was excellent today and has been one of our better players as of late. People wrote him off. I remember the conversation surrounding him.
100%.
I remember the conversation surrounding him. And them same conversations are now happy with Mbeumo to the point someone said in the chat before, oh, you writing off the front 3. No, like players go through bad form. It happens. Yes, we're not happy about it. And if it continues for an extended period of time, that's when it's to be concerned. But to write a player off after 2 months of bad form or a month of bad form or he has 3-4 bad games and you're like, yeah, he's done. That's why people say, oh, yeah, we need to change our wingers. Like, what did Kunyu and Mbeumo do that's that bad where you're going, write them off? Like, they didn't perform that bad, surely.
Could you imagine football Twitter or YouTube when Diego Forlan was at United?
Yo, imagine that. Imagine it is. I go one step further.
He won't be on the pitch today, would he? That's for sure. He'd have been out the goal.
Imagine they'll never win anything with kids. If we got rid of 3 senior players, imagine we got rid of 3 senior players and bring nobody in. And then lost on the opening day, and then somebody in the YouTube space says that. Oh yeah, meltdown.
And comparisons as well. We can't compare them as well, bro. One's coming his own way, and this is the thing that will happen. Comparisons will be made between Lenny Yoro and Heaven, and it's like, yo, man, let's enjoy them both. That could be our future. That could be literally Man United's future centre-back pairing. Yeah, to think that they're both, you know what I mean, like 19, 20, and they could be United's centre-back pairing.
And it's great options to have. Like, because currently neither of them are first choice, and I've rated them both. I think they're both good centre backs, and I think they both have attributes to be very good centre backs as well. So again, it's good, and they're gonna get compared because they play the same role and because of the age. But it's not a shot at either. Because people will hear me say, "Oh, Heaven's better than Euro," oh, so you don't rate Euro. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I think Euro's better. That's all. I mean, Heaven's better currently, but Euro's still a good centre back.
Yeah,
game time.
Let's go on.
I was gonna say, and I find it crazy that these fans out here, and then the chat are going off. People are bringing up Ahmad and all this bullshit. Yeah, it's like the only reason why.
Forget this Ahmad, man.
No. So I'm only saying, I'm lumping all the players that are going through bad form together. The only reason that they're so highlighted on and people have such opinions on is because players are actually playing well now. But when we're under Amorim and everyone's shit, everyone's tarred with the same brush. But let's just because there's a bunch of players playing well and probably playing to their optimum level for this season, doesn't mean the other players are shit and have to go. It just means they've got more work to do. But let's back them and let them get there. If after 12 months, if we're here this time next season and Euro's still not performing well, the team, you know, Maguire, who's coming to the end of his time at United, is still playing ahead of him with De Ligt and Martinez injured. Do you know what I mean? Then we can start having questions about Euro because it's his first season and he's nowhere into breaking to the first team. Ahmad, again, on a season where it's not AFCON, and I know the World Cup would have happened, but again, if he's at this time next year, how you could be writing Ahmad off, for me is nuts, mate. And
Because
it's easy why they do double A. Like there's a song by a band called James, right? And the lyrics are, "If I hadn't seen such riches, I can live with being poor," right? And it's the same thing. It's like if Ahmad and Burmo wouldn't have been so good at the start of the season, we won't be criticising them now. It's literally because we've seen them be really good. There's been a drop off in form, so people are going mad. It's like, listen, people don't play to their peak all the time. Unless you're Messi and Ronaldo, you don't play to that peak all the time. Your form goes like this. We were having Rashford and fucking Mbappe conversations not so long ago. We're now having Rashford needs to get out the door conversations. Like they happen. That's football. Like people need to realise it's not consistent.
But it's the extreme. Like it's like certain players 100% have to leave Manchester United. I could name 5 or 6 I would never love to see, but it's because they've been there. What? But they've been there because they've been there so long. They deserve it. Ahmad, let's be honest, has only been a first teamer for like two solid seasons. Like, you know, even under Ten Hag, he weren't really getting in the team, despite him getting us to past Liverpool in the FA Cup. He was still almost going to leave. So. I find it odd at this time where we are, we're in a nice sustained period of success-ish, you know, that you're seeing bad and wanting Ahmad to leave and you're thinking this player's shit and all that.
Yeah, you know what it is?
Be a bit positive, man. Look on the bright side of life, you know what I mean? That used to sing round Old Trafford at halftime. Always look on the bright side of life. Maybe you should fucking do it.
Because there's no balance with the discourse with him. Like, sorry to cut you off, Saeed, because I've been saying this because he's been playing at wing back and now he's playing as an out and out winger. There's now more of it, and we're playing better, like you mentioned. There's now a level of expectation he's never had before. And now because he's in poor form and he's not reaching that level of expectation, he needs to be sold. Why can't a player just be in poor form? Because I've seen better Manchester United players in better teams have poor form people. Yeah. But if you look back at United, there was times where they was performing poorly and man were dropped and people were saying they weren't good at a certain time. It happens. It's about getting him back to that. And like you mentioned, if it's 12 months from now and we're having the same conversation, that's when it's a whole different conversation. But not everyone's going to be playing week in, week out, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. It's just that the drop-off doesn't need to, like, if you're not 8, 9, all right, don't fall below a 6. And Ahmad, we know Ahmad's talented. Again, like the Mainoo situation, how you can watch Ahmad play football and go, I'm going to write him off. Like he's not talented. That's what's crazy to me is the writing off of talent. Well, he needs to perform better. We all know this.
But, 100%.
We'll see.
100%. Let's speak on Mateus Cunha, man. Has he been our best attacker this season? Because I think he has, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how many goals he's got right now this season. It might be 14 GA, maybe.
He's probably outscored by Mbermo, maybe, because Mbermo got a few earlier on in the season, didn't he? So he's probably...
Are they equal? It might be 9
goals
in the Prem. There's 9 each, right?
Yeah, nine each now. Yeah, so he's got 11 GA this season, I believe. I don't know if he scored in the FA Cup. I don't think he did he?
You know what it is, Saeed? It's not just the GA, is it? It was the same at Anfield earlier on this season. It's the holding the ball up. It's the link-up play. It's the ability of his close control to hold the ball up under pressure, receive the ball under pressure, and just take and alleviate pressure off his team in certain circumstances. I think he's incredible at it, and it's a massively underrated part of his game. Like, yes, he's going to get goals. Yes, he's going to get assists. Yeah, he's going to pull off little flair-y tricks and stuff like that. But he's very, very good under pressure. Very good. And he's got a little bit of a dark streak. You saw him, like, there was a moment on the edge of the box. I don't think it got called for a foul, but I was like, I thought he'd given away a penalty at one point. I don't know whether they replayed it at home or whatever on TV, but he was going steaming in our box on someone, and I'm like, I just know he's got, like you'd say, he's got that dog in him. He's got a little bit of a temper, but if he learns to use that in the right way, he's a ridiculous player.
Big game, Cunha, man.
I agree. Big game.
Big game player. Yeah, go on, Flawless, yeah.
Nah, I was just agreeing with you in regards to him being a big game player, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Him being a big, like it is, like you said, the winner against Arsenal, got the winner against Chelsea, then scores against Liverpool. But Bremo did that. It's kind of like they've switched, like in regards to the first half of the season and the second half of the season. Because Bremo scored against Manchester City. He scored against, he won the penalty against Chelsea. I believe it's not Arsenal. Who else was it?
He scored against us and Spurs as well, yeah.
Yeah, and Spurs as well. So it's like that. It's a good option to have. And Cunha, again, quality. And that's what I'm saying. Like, in regards to him, we all know what he offers going forward. But like James mentioned, the off-the-ball stuff as well. That's something that goes underrated that you don't really associate with flair players in regards to the working hard and the pressing. And he's got that scumbaggery about him, which is needed. He's got that nasty streak. Like he is, like he'll do those things. Like even when we played Everton? I can't remember the fullback that them two was going back and forth the entire game. I love that because we've lacked that grit and that bite for so long. So yeah, with Cunha, always knew that he was going to showcase his skill set, and he was another one written off. People wrote him off at the start of the season, wrote him off because he had 3-4 bad months. Bear in mind, they'll tell you how bad the manager is and how bad the team is, but writing off Cunha after what you've seen him do at Wolves, and now it's paying dividends.
Let's not forget he's doing it out of position as well. Really, like he's not a left winger. To be fair, I know he can play there, but he's doing it. He's doing a lot of it out of position.
Out of position. That's what I love about him. He don't moan. He don't. You know what I'm saying? He just gets on with it.
He gets what it is to be a United player, and I love it when players come in and just get it from day one. Yes, it took him a bit of time to start going, but I never doubted the quality, and we saw what he was like at Wolves. Struggling Wolves side, far and away their best player, and I think it took him a little bit of time to realise that. We used to say it on here quite a lot. He needs to remember he's not at Wolves anymore. He has got players around him who are just as good. And when he starts to really feed off them and get those link ups and partnerships going, he'll be a fantastic footballer. And very, very, very happy. Sometimes we do these big signings, especially like in the Premier League, and they just don't work. You know what I mean? Like we all remember what is not from the Premier League, but we all remember how gassed we were about Sancho, thinking we got one of the best talents in world football, and it just obviously went off a cliff. And I think a lot of people thought Cunha was going the same way. He's come in, and it was all this. Yeah, but he only did it at Wolves. Then that Premier League tax then doesn't matter. But when we were saying we need to get players with Premier League proven record and that who score goals, but they're not given the time to settle. Like they're just meant to come in and that's the problem in modern football. We all know it. You have to come in and hit the ground running immediately. And if any player dares to take a little bit of time to find the way and start to be confident in the way they play, or find, again, I don't know if he's ever played in a system with three at the back, and we all talked about on his side he had Luke Shaw, who's not definitely going to help him going forward. That's
a valid point because he had 8 Nori. He was at Wolves. There's a huge difference in regards to the quality going forward. Yeah, like with that, 100%.
And we give him that grace. We knew that. We saw that, and when Bruno was feeding off Ahmad, and they had that partnership going great, and we knew Cunha was suffering on that left hand side. All of it's changed, and listen, he's so important, and the fact when he's in the team, you've got a chance. You've got a player there who's going to do his maximum in every way to get the win, and he's fucking just fantastic. And
is he the successor to Bruno in the 10 then?
You'd think
if Bruno went this summer or next summer,
I'm not sure
Cunha
about
take
it.
the 10?
No, I ain't gonna lie. Not because I don't rate Cunha. I just think you don't get everything from him being on that left hand side. Like I like the fact that he can operate on that left hand side and take on his fullback and also help our fullback as well, but also his ability to drift inside as well. I think you lose that if you play him central. Like that's why I rate him. I rate him highly. Like I've been a big fan of him even before we signed him, and I was like super happy when we got him. So that's why when people were criticizing, I was like, "No, he's good. The performances are he's going to get better." Like we watched him at Wolves. We watched him get goals and assists and help that Wolves side tremendously. And then people just wanted to write him off because he was in poor form and was taking some time to settle in. But everyone was terrible. That's the thing is, no one really was shining like that. No one was a shining light. So I would say so.
I don't think we sign anyone. If Bruno went, I don't think we sign a 10.
I think another midfielder and go to a 3.
I think they play him there. I think they play Cunha centrally rather than Mount or someone or sign a new person. I think they'd go there.
I think for me, as much as I say what I say about Bruno, but I think Bruno's got a bit more. I would say that it does that nous of playing that ball in the.
I'm not saying Cunha's better than Bruno as a 10. That's not my question or statement.
But Cunha equally, just up front, being up front. I just wanted to stay up there. The danger that he causes, the fact they could go off the left, come inside. You know what I mean? I just think it's a bit more better to let him be having that free role sometimes rather than sticking to a 10. And then if it's not working for him, he might just drift out there or do this, and he might get frustrated, and then it's not going to be.
I don't like him as a false 9 for that reason. By the way, I don't like him as a 9 because because you lose what he gets out wide. I just think in the 10, I think he is quite creative. But as a 9, I agree. I'd rather have him on the left than as a 9. But I think he might be decent as a 10, and I think the club might play him there if Bruno went. I could be way wrong. I could be well wrong.
Yeah. I don't think Bruno's going anywhere for a good 2 years though. Minimum.
No.
He's not going this summer for sure. Yeah, he's not.
No, definitely.
Yeah. There was a super chat here. Big up K-Do says, big up fellas, big win. I'm proud today we saw it out. But I want to ask the panel, Summer, what realistic name can we get in the attacking area? Shout out to Bumo, but we need more. What attacking players can we go and get? I mean, for me, I would say left winger, Njai, you got Bacola, you've got Diamande if they want him, but I don't know whether he's gonna be thingy, if that. But what would you say?
I don't think we need another attacker as of right now. I think this attack deserves another season.
We do, man.
You don't think there's more pressing areas? You don't think that our attack is the best?
They're mutually exclusive. They're not the same thing. There can be more pressing areas while still appreciating that we may need a striker or an attacking player.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they've done enough so far to warrant another go around.
Yeah.
Because we've got Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I hear that, but we've got 6
3 games a week.
So let's say you have if it's Sesko, Xerxes, Ahmad, and Bremo, Cunha, Dorgu. Let's say that's the 6 for those for the front 3 positions. 10 if you want to include Bruno in that. Like, I think midfield and defense, I think you go and get like those as attackers. Like, I think here's what I say. I think they deserve the opportunity to fail. They've done well so far.
No, but why would you do that? Why don't you just be like, you know what? I'm gonna be safe than sorry. I'm gonna get all my artillery.
So what do we? So we saying just left wing, or are we saying a striker?
No,
I'm saying striker because I don't trust Xerxes. So I listen. I'm going to get shot down for it, but I'm going to carry on banging the Harry Kane drum until it comes home. Like Bruno's going to break the record this season for assists, and Harry Kane can come back and break the all-time Premier League scoring record, and he's still doing it. He's still the best striker in the world. I don't care.
Yeah, he's a quality striker. I just don't think he leaves. So let me ask you then: would you go and get a striker to compete with Sesko, and that's better than Sesko?
Yeah. That's better than Sesko.
Better than Sesko, okay.
Yeah. That you can learn from, yeah.
If you get rid of Xerxes and you're going to get a better striker, I hear that. But that is going to cost a lot in regards to the transfer pool. That's why I'm saying there's more pressing areas. That's why I would leave it for a season and go from there. Because the midfield.
If you give me Anderson or Kane, I'm taking Anderson. By the way, for like if we only get one or the other, because and that's not because I think Anderson's better than Kane. It's because it's more important to the team right now. Yeah. But like if you like Harry Kane for me, just improves our team. Skyrockets it. Skyrockets.
Can I ask you? So you're saying you want to get a striker better than Sesko? Who'd you go and get then?
Because literally, there's one man I can think of.
Well, there's one man I can think of. But you're not going to get Harry Kane. It's just,
why not?
It's just not.
That's on a free.
Because I don't.
Mateta's not. It's not guaranteed. I wouldn't say Mateta's much of an upgrade.
No, but it's not an upgrade, but it's a different option, different sort of option.
As a competitor, so if I was going down the competitor route, like Flawless suggested, like someone to compete with Sesko, then Mateta's an option. And if you can get him for 40, 45 million, something like that, 100%.
Because that's why I asked it, because if you're going to get someone better than Sesko, I'm all trying to upgrade starting positions and starting areas, yes. But that is going to cost you, especially strikers. That's going to cost you a lot. We're talking about signing 3 midfielders, potentially a fullback, and potentially a centre back. So that's 5 already. Let's say 4 of them are starters. Like I think it's unrealistic to then go and splash 70, 80 million on a star striker. Kane,
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Yeah. So it's like, so let's say you're gonna go get, let's say it's Osherman, for example. How much would he cost?
70.
Yeah. You're
not
looking
the
at
person I bring, but yeah.
So it's so like, because I'm trying to think of seasoned players we know who are looking for a senior striker who's better than Sesko. I would put Osherman in that bracket. So that's why I used his name. If there's other names, cool. Like, and I hear it. If you're telling me we're bringing Osherman alongside everything, I'm like, yeah, I'm all for upgrading, but I just think I look at the attack and go, Sesko's impressed me this season so far. He's impressed me. I like what I've seen.
I think you go and get a Krupi, or you bring Hendrick Charlton to the Sir Bobby Charlton stand. Do you know what I mean? Go and get. He's young. He's young. He's young.
Bobby Charlton, yeah. You know what? Another one, Krupi Jr. He's another one as well that I think
Krupi,
would be
bro. Those two, I think.
But for me, I will go get Mateta. Free transfer experience.
I would have went and got Mateta last season.
Man.
I wouldn't go and get him now. To me, if you're going to sign a 9, go and get someone who's not there. To me, competing with Sesko is better than Sesko. That should be the aim. If we're going to sign a 9.
You're looking at the top striker.
Hence why I wouldn't go and get one.
No, but that doesn't because hold on. You can't just say that because we can't get one. Doesn't mean you don't sort the situation out.
I don't think it's a situation to start out though, Saeed. I don't think it's a problem area.
Okay, striker not, but left winger, yes.
I don't think left winger is a problem either.
No, it is, man. Trust me, man.
I don't think it's a problem. I don't.
What? Rashford's coming back, Saeed. Your dream's coming true. Rashford's going to take that left wing spot.
Yeah, I'm going to kick myself out.
I think Cunha's played well enough to get another season. He deserves another season.
Nah, bro.
So Cunha don't deserve another season.
No, it's not that. But I just want competition to be like, yo, we've got
Dogu can be his competition.
Hey? No, but Dogu
can be his competition.
Why?
But Dogu shouldn't be playing left back though.
Why? We haven't seen enough of him on left back.
Yeah, I've seen enough of him at left wing back.
He's played barely any games at left back, bro.
Left
wing back, yeah. We haven't seen a left back.
Left wing has been better though. Let's not kid out.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I don't like this idea.
2 game sample size though. 2 games.
Okay, so
that goal against Arsenal.
So what's a more pressing issue? I think left back's a bigger issue than left wing.
100%.
I think right back's a bigger issue than left back.
No, right back's a problem. I'm with you on that, James. We need to. I've said this. We need to.
Both as bad as each other.
So not against, but so looking at it and going, attack ain't my issue. Midfield and fullbacks. They're the 2 main problems.
You know what's crazy is under Amorim, we had a coach that was playing 5 at the back with wing backs, and the 2 problems we've got are wing backs, and we've not solved them in like 2 years. Like it's the weakest area of our squad by a mile.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think that and midfield because you just have Casemiro and Mainoo, and then that's it. There's no one else after them in regards to
who, by the way, got bypassed. Like when we were attacking today, the amount of times they played one pass and were straight through our midfield was a joke, like an absolute joke, and that's why Carrick went pragmatic against Brentford because he had to, because there was so much space today. Like if Liverpool had anything about them going forward in the second half, they could have had 3, 4, 5 today. Like literally, we're so easy to play through at the moment with those 2 in midfield. Like, and as much as I love Casemiro and as much as I love Mainoo, like if we're going into next season, obviously we're not because Casemiro is not going to be here. But those 2 don't work for a whole season in 3 competitions.
I think we know that. I think that's why you talk to every United fan, everyone goes, "What do we need first and foremost?" Everyone says pretty much
2 midfielders, yeah.
2 midfielders, which I agree with. You get 2 midfielders to compete with Mainoo, and then you have a 4th, whoever that is, and then go from there. Fullbacks, I agree. But I look at the attack, I don't think creating and scoring goals has been a problem for us. That's why I don't understand this, why it's such a pressing issue.
It's down the pecking order for me. It is.
It's down the pecking order, yeah, but it still needs to be on the list. You know what I mean? It still needs to be brought home.
I think they create and score, like. And I think with a better team, with better fullbacks and a better midfield, I think it produces even more. Bear in mind, our wingers get no help from our fullbacks. They get zero help offensively from our fullbacks. Shaw and Delo get next to nothing as fullbacks going forward. Because we spoke about it. One thing about Amorim's system that we did see was the best because better of Mbeumo because he had Ahmad helping him out. Same way Cunha at Wolves with 8 Nori, it helped out. Our fullback. So I think this is a front 6, if you want to say front 6, that has produced and are not getting help. So imagine them with a better midfield and better fullbacks. I just don't think, like we score goals, we create. Like I think we're solving a problem that doesn't need to be solved. And we can talk about Champions League, let them play in the champs. Same way we're saying give Carrick an opportunity in the Champions League. Why don't the players deserve so? Unless we're saying they're terrible or we're dead against them, which I wouldn't understand. Like I don't get it. They've done well.
I think we're so scarred from the attack being poor for several years that we don't realise that it's improved a lot. Like, you got to realise, like, we had Anthony, Rashford, Garnacho and Højlund last season. And then this season we got Mbermo, Cunha, and Sesko, and it's a big upgrade. We're creating more chances. We're putting more away. It's a big upgrade.
I just think we always want more, and I think can the attack be improved upon? Absolutely. So in a lot of fans' minds, we should be scoring more. We're creating a lot, but we do miss a lot of chances, so we should be scoring more. We do. Does a more clinical striker come in and do that? Does a more dedicated left winger? Because let's be honest, our left wingers are not left wingers. We've got a 10 and a fullback, so we haven't actually got a left winger. Do you know what I mean? So a dedicated left winger, does that come and improve that position? So I can understand why people are looking at it thinking that's what we need to do. But I agree with you. I agree with you, Flawless. It's actually 3 midfielders we need, unless Sekou Kone comes in next season as the 4th. But then
he's a good player, man.
He's a good player.
I hope he hits the ground running.
He deserves a chance. But yeah, I think Mazraoui's getting a little bit of discredit here, and I think he's being thrown into the shit fullback along with Delo because Delo's so bad. But Mazraoui don't really get a chance at fullback enough to show he can.
And you're playing him right back in a back 4 then?
I don't discredit Maz, by the way. It's just more so I think he's Mr. Dependable. He's consistent. Whether he's playing right back, whether he's playing left back, you've seen him play centre back at the Bridge. I have no issue wherever he's playing in the back 4. It's just about you talking about their upgrade. Because Maz he's decent going forward, but
there's no attacking output from Mazraoui, is there? There's no support.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we need better in those areas I'm looking at, because that improves the attack. Even
if you want to play that way,
look at them attack, but he improved the attack with better fullbacks.
Who would you go for then? As a right back and left back, who are you going for?
I don't know, man.
I mean, left back, we got Diouf.
We've got many,
Lewis Hall. By the way, Lewis Hall.
There's no one in I say this, there's no one in the Prem, so more so I'm looking at it from a profile perspective in regards to.
I think Lewis Hall's a shout, man. Newcastle. Lewis Hall.
He's had a good season.
Yeah, he's had a good season. You know,
left back a better version of Dogu. That's what I would look at. Someone like that, like his profile, but better. Yeah, that's what I would say. Technically better, because
so technically better, but physically the same. Yeah,
exactly that. Because we need athletes in this team, man. Like, we need some more athletes. We need some more physicality. Not enough.
They need to get in my gym. They need to work out, don't they? Yeah, they need to work out. Yeah.
Hey, James, did you see the comments before thinking that was a green screen?
Did someone say I'm not reading the comments? Did they think that? Like last time I was on with ads recently, they were like, "Why is that guy being such an idiot filming in a gym?" I'm like, "It's my fucking gym. I'll film where I want. Why are you filming in your fucking living room? You fucking daft sods. Fucking why is he filming in a gym? Fucking hell,
my gym.
It's my fucking gym. Yeah, it's where my tripod is, and I've been working. What the fuck are you talking about?"
What any other performances that stood out to you, man? Them that we honorable mentions. Anyone that you thought deserves a big shout out? You know what I mean? Maguire again. You know what I mean?
the fans. You know, I want to give some props to the crowd today, because, like I said, filming to hear the Liverpool fans, I didn't hear nothing, man. Yeah, and even when it lulled, it didn't lull for long, and even when it went to 2-2. They were still singing and they were still backing. And I was asked before the game. Usman actually asked me. He said, "You know, what do one word for the atmosphere at Old Trafford this season?" And I said, "Improving." And I think it's probably the best it's been in about 6-7 years. Like,
agreed.
The flags being there are helping a lot. You know,
they were mega today. By the way, I got a picture of the Stretford end. It looked fucking incredible, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think singing United Road before the games has massively improved it. It sort of brings the fans together, solidifies the support and pushing them, you know, just before kickoff and that, and allowing us to sing. You know, I say too many times you're hearing shit 80s tunes at Old Trafford right before kickoff, not allowing it to build up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
build up.
Let the fans fluff up the players, not some shit fucking Duran. Do you know what I mean? Like, we should be the one doing the fluffing, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's I would say
get him off again.
Facts.
Did you never walk alone today, by the way? I didn't hear it once.
No, it don't take much to get me off though, James. I have to say that too.
Clearly.
There is a graphic that I want to show you, right? Is this here, man? This is crazy. Looking at Man United after 34 Premier League games ever present. Point difference to last season, 22 points. better off this season. Look at these lot, by the way. Newcastle 20, Liverpool 24. Wow.
But it's just vibes. It's just vibes, guys.
Man,
Like, just don't worry about it. It's not tactical nous. It's not tactical masterclass. It's not an improvement in players. It's just good vibes. So, like, everyone just chill. Like, it's just like, because he's an ex-player, like Ollie was an ex-player. All ex-players are the same. So we're just going to class it as vibes. We can't see any improvement on the pitch. Like, we can't see 22 points difference to last season. Like, that doesn't exist. That's AI. That's like my green screen, my gym. Like, that doesn't exist. That's nonsense. Yeah, get rid of it. It's like, honestly, people, it's so funny, man. Gone.
This is mad, you know.
22 points.
22 points.
It's Carrick, you know.
It's mad, bro. Like I said to you, bro, it's just a testament to the improvement, you know what I mean, United have been able to do. You know what I mean? And it's brilliant, man. It really is, man. And you got to give credit to everyone involved. You know what I mean? Man United winning You know what it is, though? It's just Man United's winning games and it's just becoming normal now. Whereas last year, let's be honest, man, the losses were normalized. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we didn't win. We averaged 1 win per month. Literally.
1 win a month it was for Amorim, wasn't it? For 12 months,
like, it was just 1 win a month. Like, legit. Like, winning was seen as some great things.
It's like getting your paycheck once a month, yeah. Fucking paychecks in the post. Fucking hell, it's payday tomorrow. Here's your 3 points.
James, you're getting asked if you can pick up a dumbbell to prove that it's real.
I can't. It's a green screen, mate. I'm not picking up the fucking 50.
He's actually done it as well. He's actually
done
it as well.
Look at that. Such a wind up over there.
Oh, man.
This guy is all wild.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Fucking green screen. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you. Manager of the year.
Honestly, the internet's not real, is it? Social media and the internet ain't real anymore.
Yeah, 35 GA, that's a big return, that, you know. That's mad. Got 55 GA last year, 35 GA this year, with 1 game a week. That ain't bad at all. Even Sesko. I've got Sesko hold up play, dragging down, you know, what do you call it? Yeah.
He was very good today. He always looks a threat. That's what I'd say about him.
Was it an injury when he went off, by the way? Because I didn't know, because it seemed very strange if it was tactical.
Yeah, he was injured. Injured.
Because we then couldn't hold the ball up, and that was a big problem in the second half, to be honest. Because like Lemons was kicking long, and it was either out of play or it was going up to Wimbermo, who couldn't hold the ball up, and it's like it's a big problem. De Gea used to get slated for it all the time.
I know.
Oh, De Gea's distribution shit. It's awful. It's like, no, he's kicking the ball to Rashford, who doesn't compete in the air. Yeah. Like, he doesn't jump for anything within 10 meters.
The only criticism I have Lemons is that his kicking, it's good, but I don't think it's at the level, I would say, of Raya, of these goalkeepers. But for me, I'm not complaining because I see what he does.
He makes saves.
What he's doing as
that's his job.
And it's something to improve upon as well. He's not at the age where he can't improve as a goalkeeper. Like, distribution, that's something you can now work on to add to your game type of thing. Yeah, like
23 years old, isn't it? 23 years old, man.
23 years. Goalkeeper. And we know for a goalkeeper that is mad young.
Young.
Not his best attribute. Yeah, but then you have the people that you can get the ball to, though, and sometimes you don't have them options. You know what I mean?
But that ties into it as well about talking about the attack. Also, once I think we have a better team, I think his distribution gets better. If you have players who are more comfortable playing out from the back, that could also help as well.
Can I be honest? I think you're sick in the head to be even criticizing him. Like what he's done.
I agree.
He made one mistake.
He changed our lives 100%. His first game.
I think it's the biggest. Is it the biggest upgrade in recent United history? I genuinely can't think of a better one where you've Onana to Lemons is like a crazy difference. Like, I can't remember it. Like, obviously Højlund to Sesko is an improvement, and like Anthony to Cunha or Anthony to Mbeumo is a big one. But like Onana to Lemons is huge.
Yeah. No, I would say going from Carling to Cobra is probably the best thing we've done at Old Trafford.
Oh, Madri, yeah. Go from Carling to Madri or something. Honestly, go from Carling is joke. Absolute joke. Getting rid of Carlin in the Stratford end was the best decision they made, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's for the beer drinkers in the chat.
Saying that, I had a steak pie today. I'm going to have it for lunch tomorrow by the time it's cooled down. Have you ever had a steak pie from Old Trafford? Fuck yeah. It's about 300 degrees then, what?
My dad nearly burnt his tongue off. Didn't talk for the first half. It was fantastic, to be honest with you.
Brutal, mate. It's brutal.
Yo, trust me, man. It's brutal, man. But yeah, it's like a Garnacho to Cunha. It's what
I was going to say that rivalry. That is between those two. It's from Onana to Lamens and Garnacho to Cunha. They're probably the two I look at and go ridiculous.
And then 15th to 3rd in the same season. Shock horror. You upgrade elements of the team. You upgrade the manager. You upgrade the place.
And I can say,
amazing.
How many goals did everyone say that Benjamin Sesko's going to get? Because I said between 10 to 15 goals. I don't know what
about 15. I
said 10 to 15. 10 to 15.
10
to 15, yeah.
I thought
he's got 11. He's got 12. Obviously, if you add the
okay, so he's got 12 right now. So if he plays week in, week out with a better team with this manager, what's his goal return?
Oh, you never know. Add Champions League in there. You know what I mean? You might get
just
20.
Just Prem. Forget all competitions. Just Prem.
You can easily get 15
you
goals.
You want 15 minimum.
I think you get 20.
All right, so we're saying
15 for the minimum next year.
So we're saying 15 to 20 is and then you're adding in Champions Leagues and FA Cups and League Cups. We're saying what overall?
You're trying to get to Rashford's level on the good season, don't you? When 30, like he got 30, didn't he, in that season? And you think that's a
20
good
plus
effort.
GA. 20 plus GA is good.
Yeah, this is my point about this is my point further about the attack is that we believe in it type of thing.
We do, but if I put the name Harry Kane in there, what do those numbers change to with our current attack?
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden it changes to 25 minimum, right?
James,
and that's where the upgrade comes.
I hear you. Put the name Kvaratskhelia there, it does the same thing. I'm with you on these signings. I'm with you with Harry Kane. If Harry Kane's available, go and get him. I'm with it. Same way if Kvaratskhelia is available.
Whereas Mateta, I think it's the 15. I put him in the similar bracket, right? I put him in the 15-ish bracket.
I say 10 to 15 because I don't think he starts for United. So it's like a waste of time.
Okay.
I think Sesko just deserves his opportunity to start. But,
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I think for me, like I said, a young player, 22,
23 and he is,
Yeah, 22 and getting, the goals that he's got this year. Crucial goals as well. Liverpool, Fulham.
Different types of goals as well, Saeed. Like you look at some of them where he's lightning quick. So the turn and shot, I can't remember which one that was, where he turned and then put it in left foot, top corner. Great goal. Like he's got a couple of different goals, couple of headers, poachers, finishes and stuff. I think there's a lot to his game. To write him off, it would be stupid.
Do you know what we've not seen? What we've not seen from him yet, and he did in the Bundesliga, like the thunder bastards from outside the box because he's sick of them. Because he likes to shoot early where the keeper's not set.
Yeah,
like that old Van Nistelrooy technique: shoot before the keeper's set. But he can thunder bastard it, and I've not seen that yet from him. But it's not a lot of the time in the Premier League. It's not the league to do it. You don't get time to turn and run as a striker and get that space there because they're on him immediately.
Well, if you do it'd be with Van Dijk and fucking Canate today, wouldn't it? Jeez, they're awful.
Well,
Championship level defenders at best.
Facts. No, I'm happy with Sesko, man. Listen, I'm more than happy. First season, climatizing to the league. You know what I mean? But I think for me, you've got to give. I gave Højlund his first year. You know what I mean? And Højlund, to be fair, Sesko don't really lose the ball that many times. He don't get bullied off the ball. He drags players wide. His first touch is better. Like you said, different type of goals. So I think for me, next season, he's only going to improve. Champions League as well. You know what I mean? He's still young. He's still developing. He's still getting better. And like I said, he's 22. When a striker, that's a baby, man. When you deep it, bro. Like, it's... You got so many years to improve. So I think for me, overall, this season got a good, solid start, man. And like I said, more games, more opportunities. I thought Mbeumo first half was better as well. And Casemiro's Casemiro, innit? You feel me? Like he still was there, man. I know people will say, "Oh, but he wasn't had his." I thought he was still making some crucial blocks.
Yeah, because he's gonna give you that. That's Casemiro, and Casemiro, even on his worst day, is still going to compete and is still going to make challenges and interceptions and things of this nature. And at times he did struggle. At times he did very well, in particular the first half as well. I think he helps Mainoo's game so much as well. But we know that's an area that needs to be improved upon. But they're doing well enough so far. Like they've contributed massively.
18 goals.
10 and 14.
Yeah, 18. defensive contributions, had the most in the game. 18.
Casemiro. Yeah,
Casemiro.
Like people talking like he's some kind of bum when he's got 5 Champions Leagues. Like he still has loads to offer this team. Like he's off the ball. He's very he's got a lot of nous, right? He's very clever. He'll go down in certain areas. He's just dark arts of football. He's very good at. He did it the last game against Brentford, didn't he? When he shepherded it out for a goal kick or whatever, and then just like kind of gets in the way. He's a great player, Casemiro. If he had, don't you wish we had Casemiro 5 years ago? Like, don't you wish just have prime Casemiro with legs would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Look at that, 6 recoveries, 2 interceptions, headed clearance, 4 clearances, blocks, 2 tackles.
What's his rating
4.
there? 7 points on it? What's his rating?
7.5.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 7.5. 6 recoveries. Listen, you got to give him his credit, man. 34 years of age. I think he played, how many minutes did he play? I'm not sure. He came off, didn't he? Towards the end.
Did you see the Maguire interview, by the way, on Sky when he was talking about Casemiro?
Yes, I did. And
the chances and stuff, and how like he gets more goals when Maguire plays, and Maguire gets more goals when Casemiro plays. Yes. And Maguire thought he was a good header of the ball until he met Casemiro, and then he realised that like there's levels to stuff, and he attacks the ball better than basically anyone he's ever met.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's solid performance, man. And like I said, now we are what 3 games to go, man. You feel me? In the table. Like I said, we could still get maximum points out of the last 3 games. So Man United could potentially finish on what?
What?
Yeah, 72 points, I think it is.
What are we on? 64?
64.
Yeah.
Yes, 73. Yeah. Yes, 73.
Yes, 73, there you go. 73 points. And Sunderland, Forest, and Brighton. Sunderland are on the beach. Forest are at home.
Brighton is literally on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, Brighton. Yeah, exactly. So we've got a solid opportunity here to go and do the business. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, finish as high as you can in the league. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not?
Third's there. I think we went on Saturday against Sunderland, and third's ours, and then. You know, we're not on the beach, are we? But we just enjoy the last 2 games with the pressure off. The pressure's off now. The Champions League guaranteed, but I think being in third, you don't want that to slip away. Do you know what I mean? And we want to finish as high as we can.
I heard someone say before, like, third, like if you had offered that at the beginning of the season, you'd probably take it. I'm like, we were 15th last season. Probably take it. Are you mad? That's like saying I'd probably go on a date with Margot Robbie. Like, stop being a fucking idiot. Probably.
Elite milk, man. Jeez. Yeah, you got
Randolph. Third place.
But not
at the minute, I'd go on a date with Susan Boyle, to be fair, mate.
So Michael Carrick, answer your phone.
Guys, not sustainable football, though. That's the key word. Not sustainable. The football ain't great. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Football ain't great.
Sustainable,
mate. We gotta be.
The football ain't great, but we need a whole new team. That's what don't make no sense to me. Is people will complain about the level of football, and then when you ask them how many starters we need, they'll tell you we need 6, 7, 8. So we need practically a whole new team. So you don't rate the team we have, but expect the manager to put out dominant performances, make it make sense. Again, Carrick deserves criticism at times, yes, but he's doing well with not the greatest squad, as we all know. We know where this team needs improvement. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, you get the recruitment right, you get everything spot on, and then you can build from there. If you don't, though, that's where the problems lie. If you don't get the recruitment right, you feel me? And that's where you let down another manager. Carrick deserves at least a good summer from Ineos. But it's down to Ineos, isn't it? You know, if they want to be serious, they'll let us know if they're serious or not. If they don't, we'll be here having a conversation about how bad they are. You know what I mean? We will have that conversation about how bad they are. And that is, again, damning of like, where do people stand with Ineos? Have we had good recruitment so far? Yeah. But this is like almost like the benchmark of how we should judge Ineos this summer. The previous summers, fair enough. But this summer here, if you get it wrong, you have failed. You have to get the one right.
I think that actually, like, I have more faith in them actually getting the recruitment right, because I think they've actually done a good job with that. My issue with these lot, manager. That's where the decisions have been absolutely horrible. Like with the Ten Hag situation, the Amorim situation, and in not sacking them when they were supposed to. That's where I'm looking at. Like this managerial decision is key. Because even though we've done very well in regards to recruitment under them, we've had our worst finishes under them. There's a reason for that.
I understand what Saeed's saying because they have to get recruitment right because they made mistakes. Let's not forget they made mistakes last summer because they left the midfield the way it's been this season. It's only we've been lucky.
I think that was a plan though, because if you look at it, Double A last summer it was the attack, and the summer before that it was the defense. They seem to target areas.
That for me is bad strategy. You shouldn't be leaving it, kicking the can down the road for midfield. The midfield's been shit for a long, long time. To go into this season, with Bruno, Casemiro, Agate, and Mainoo for me was a massive mistake because
no, it's not. I hear you.
One of them's not a centre midfielder, and one of them shouldn't even be a professional footballer in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? So you're 2 players straight away that shouldn't be in the midfield. You're leaving us with 2. Then I
hear that, but the attack was equally as dire.
Yes. Yeah. If 200 million was your budget, which one of the front 3 you're not getting, and who are you replacing in the midfield?
That's the thing that's how I look at it.
The thing. So Flawless talked about priorities before, and you've got to make a priority because I would say that I don't want Garnacho in our team. I don't really want Højlund in our team. 100%. I don't want Rashford in our team. So you can say that, oh yeah, you can kick the can down the road, but quite often we pretend like we're playing Football Manager. Like football clubs have budgets, right? They don't make all those cuts if they don't have budgets. You have to have some kind of financial nous and have your head on about things. You can't just go splashing cash everywhere. So I think
I'm not saying that.
So name the player out of the front 3 that you wouldn't have signed, and name a player for the same price that you would have got in midfield to help the midfield.
So if you're going to ask me, are the 3 that we bought top, I would have said I wouldn't have gone and gotten Bumo. I don't think, despite the good.
So you play Ahmad, so you play Ahmad and Cunha out wide.
Basically. And then what was on Bumo?
So 60 odd million, something like that.
Yeah, 60, 65, 70 around that.
Are you getting Adam Wharton?
I think I would have got a Wharton for that, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not listen. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just I'm intrigued to see the opinion. Yeah.
But I just think the midfield has lacked so much for so long that I personally think it's a bad strategy to just focus on one area at summer. I just think that's.
I think it's because of what I don't think that's their overall aim. I think it's because of what they walked into. That's what it is. They walked into a place where everything needed doing. It was a house where every single room in the house needed to be done on every single floor. Everything from the bedrooms, the kitchen, main rooms, bathroom, all needed to be done. So they looked at it again. It's not ideal, but it's the way to go forward. Like I said, they did it with the defense. They did it with the attack. Now we're asking them to do it with the midfield, which I think they have, but it's on the managerial side of things. Yes, in an ideal world, would have loved to have improved the midfield. Fully on board with you on that. But I'd rather have the first choice midfielders we have in Mainoo and Casemiro rather than lacking of that.
Yeah. Facts.
Because Mbremo's output's been. There's one thing about Mbremo, he gets output, and I think in a better team he does. And I'm a fan of Ahmad, of course. We're gone.
But if you carry on that analogy, the house analogy, I don't think any of us 4 are going to look in the house and say it's not in better condition than it was last year. That's the key thing, right? Where no matter what rooms we've improved or what rooms we've neglected, we can all agree that what Ineos have done is general transfer business, ins and outs, is better than it was before. Getting 40 million for Garnacho and getting the majority of the bomb squad out of the door and the players that we brought in when we finished 15th and the wage structure is better. Is it perfect? No. Is there still areas to address? Yes. But is it better than it was before Ineos came in? I think you'd be pretty naive to say no.
No, I agree with that. But I think I don't know any other club that just focuses on, it's not like every room in your house being on fire. Just save a bit of time and put it out. You don't have to put it out in one room at one time. Liverpool, as much as you want to say Liverpool spent 500 million, but they spent it across all the team. Why can't we do that? Why do we have to be free up top?
Because look at what they did. Look how they're going. I think that's part. Obviously, their manager's also terrible, which ties into it. But I think that's also part of their issue as well.
They also spent about 300 million on their forward line, by the way, which is more than we spent. So they spent Isak, Ekitike, and Florian Wirtz, basically, if you're going to play him in a 10. That's best part of 350 million on a front line. We only spent 200 million.
Yeah, but you class him as a midfielder, don't you? I'll tell you class him as a midfielder.
Okay, so just Isak and Ekitike, that's still more than our whole budget.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what they spent was right. I'm saying where they've targeted areas, they've done the right thing, I think, and spread it across where they think they need to improve, rather than saying right. Because we easily could have got them Bruno, Cunha, and Sesko, and they all flopped. That very well could have happened. And then it's 200 million pissed up the wall. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think the danger on doing that. Luckily, like they're all three good players, and they've gelled really, really well.
But I don't think that's luck, though. I think it's good planning.
No.
I think Sesko was the one I had massive question marks over. The other two, I was like, yeah, they're going to be fine. Because
we also all thought Agate would work, right? Amarim's man.
I thought Agate would be better than he was. I'm not going to lie. I thought
he'd be better than he is.
I thought he'd be more effective than he was. That's the only one I look at and go, that's a bad one. But I'll give them a bly on that because of me. I'm on the case managerial. Because as much as the transfer business, I think, has been excellent, incomings and outgoings, the manager, because how are you bringing me better players and we're getting worse results? Don't make sense. So you need to get this, again, recruitment is key, of course. Get this manager side of the situation sorted out, whether it is Carrick or whoever else it is. Get this sorted because we're in the Champions League next year. And that's a competition you can easily get embarrassed in if you're not proper. Ask Chelsea.
Yeah.
Ask Chelsea.
PSG and them, man.
That's Chelsea. Like, you can lose to PSG. PSG are a quality side, but there's a way to go about it.
There's a way, yeah.
They can put 8-9 past you over 2 legs in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
As we've seen.
Word.
Average manager, though. Wouldn't take him.
Yeah. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up there, man. It's been a lit stream, man. It's been a great one. It's been a long day. You know what I mean? I've been up since, 9, 10 a.m.? You know what I mean? It's been a long day at Old Trafford, but worth it all the way, man. I can't ask for a better way to do it, man, and enjoyment. You know what I'm saying to you guys? So, yeah, man. Make sure you lot are hitting the like button, though, guys. If you are watching right now, please do hit the like button. James, it's been a pleasure, man. Big up to you, man. Love for coming on, man.
Good to be back, man. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've been on this channel, and like I said, about 60 or 70k subscribers you had back then. We used to do a few shows with Flawless and Andy going back a fair few years now. So good to be back. Good to catch up with the guys. Good to chat United. Good to oversee United 3-2 win. Follow all the socials below to see more videos of me in my green screen area back here. So yeah, been good.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you. Double A. Love as always, man.
Yeah, bro. My voice is going. I've just realised, today was why we support the club, innit? It's why, it's the biggest game of the season at Old Trafford for me. It's the fixtures I look out for first over anyone else. So to do the double over them, like I said, I've never had 11 men satisfy me so much than how I feel right now in terms of Champions League and just what it means for next season, bro. Because this season has been hell for me. Even this half of the season, as good as it's been, it's hell because we're not. You're watching that Bayern PSG game, and you're like, this. When are we gonna get back to that level? Of being one of the top 2 teams in the world. That is where we should aspire to be. That's where we need to be. And having those Champions League nights back at Old Trafford, I don't care who comes to Old Trafford next season. You can give me 4 shit games, I don't care, because it's watching United in the Champions League again, and that's all we want in it. And we've not been in the league phase yet. First season doing the league phase. I can't wait, man. It's sick and it's good. We got down there really early today, didn't we? But the atmosphere was great. Everyone we ran into, the love was there. It felt like a good place to be, Old Trafford. And I compare it to the before Christmas, and it was hell on earth. So yeah, man, good to be here to chop it up and talk everything good. Always appreciate you having me on the channel, Saeed. Good to see James again and chatting with him. I need to come to Green Screen Gym as well. I want to check it out and see.
If you're in the local area, mate, then yeah, anyone that's localish to Manchester, Bolton area, it's just off the motorway. So yeah, you're more than welcome anytime, guys.
What I call lift those foam dumbbells and that, and
the fake ones, yeah. They're light, yeah.
And obviously, mate, my hype man, Flawless, and the best chat on YouTube as always, man. Always good to get out with them. So
big
big up everyone.
Absolutely. And a big up Flawless as well, man. Love for coming on as usual.
Yo, blessings for having me, Saeed, man. Always love doing the show, and it's been much better doing the show recently because United have been much better. Never mind beating Liverpool, doing the double. So blessed for having me. Always good to be on with Double A. Great to see James as well because it's been a long time as well since we've been on the stream with him as well. So yeah, blessed to the chat as well, man. Big up to all the United fans, all the salty haters in the chat as well. Hold that. Yeah, Sarcasm City TV, man. Make sure you subscribe. Sarcasm City TV on YouTube. Sarcasm City TV Extra on YouTube as well.
Absolutely. Make sure you do that, people. And we're gonna raid their Flawless as well. It's got a show coming up, so make sure you go and check that one out. Big up Ash Meppers as well, who comes on as well. Big up to him as well. And yeah, man, we'll be back next week after we play Sunderland. Hopefully, third place is even more guaranteed than it is already now, and we get another win. And yeah, man, onwards and upwards, man. Third spot, double all the Scousers. What more could you ask for, eh? Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.